man flopped onto the pier, was starting to pursue you, and stuff like that. And now you are on the road again,
Heading
on the
west out of
highway,
town,
driving
yeah.
away, yeah, heading out of town. So that was where we last left off. You just drove out of town and escaped the deep one before it managed to catch up to you guys, despite it running actually pretty fast. It swims a lot faster than it running, obviously, but
Mm.
it's not like it can outrun a car. So anyway, so you go driving away. Now what?
Mm.
Hmm.
You can
Could always go
conversate. You
back
can
to
talk out of
Arkin.
character.
What the fuck was that thing?
There you go, in character. So he's asking you what the fuck was that thing. Anyone gonna respond?
Uh, I guess Alex will say that would be a deep one. Judging by how big it was, probably of the greater variety.
So we're up against fucking Fish Godzilla.
1 second.
Yeah, Godzilla
Okay, now I'm
fish.
back. Oh, no, no, no. You see, the ones that get that big usually aren't deep ones. It's my understanding. Most of them are humanoid-ish. Might be a big like queen one or whatever, but for the most part, they usually don't get building size. Everything's might though.
Yeah, we're gonna need some bigger ordnance.
Perhaps. Oh, I guess back to Arkham, Michigan. Don't know where else to go.
We were at the
Arkham, Michigan.
diner when all this happened, and we jumped in the cars and skedaddled
Yeah,
out.
yeah. And then you had to leave one of the cars. Luckily, you transferred gear before
Yeah.
you had to skedaddle
Yeah,
because it started raining a lot too. So it's like a big rainstorm as you're leaving. And then somewhere as in between finishing up
Okay,
moving
sorry.
gear from one car to another, the
I
deep
said
one showed up. Yeah,
I said Arkham, Michigan. That's wrong.
yeah. Sure, you can drive to Arkham, Michigan. I'm sure there's an
Mm.
Arkham, Michigan.
There
It's a
probably is.
long. It's
That's
gonna
what
be
we're going
it's gonna
to.
be a long drive from Massachusetts.
Yeah, Arkham, Massachusetts. That's where we need to
Massachusetts.
massive,
go.
massive two shits.
Massachusetts. Are you sure you're not losing your mind, Redbird,
Look,
or
man.
perhaps Alex Allard? Allard,
I
maybe
just
both.
look, man. I just found it.
Okay. Anyway, so you're just driving back to Arkham. The nearest other town is Ipswich, and then after that is Bolton.
I mean, I would probably say Arkham's the best bet to actually get stuff
Yeah,
because Arkham's
Arkham's like a
bigger.
big city. Big city. Yeah.
Yeah, like I imagine if we go to some of those small towns, like, excuse me, do you guys have like big guns? They'll be like, WTF?
And they probably have a gun store in Bolton. Bolton probably won't have giant guns though, or
Yeah,
anything really.
exactly. Like, they're like, here's
Like
some Glocks, here's like an AR, anything bigger than
off the
that's gonna be
top of
like,
my head, Bolton has like 9,000 something people, so not
yeah.
a whole lot of people. All right, so you just drive back to Arkham then. That is a 3 to 4 hour drive through the rain. I'm not gonna like make you roll drive checks unless you're speeding there. Then you can probably get back in 2 hours.
I don't think I'm speeding there. I really don't think I would be in the rain. In the rain.
The Delta Green agent or agents killed by car accident instead of anything else significant.
In
That'd be
massive two
horrible.
shits.
In Massachusetts, Massachusetts. But anyway, so yeah, you get back to Arkham. Let me change the map.
So what are we doing here? Reinforcements?
Well, what's the mission?
Kill or capture the wizard known as what's his face?
Ah,
Bach Jr., the car wizard.
Yeah,
Ernie Bach.
Yeah,
This one I had is.
Ernie Bach Jr. An occult wizard who is
There's.
wealthy New Englandite.
Was looking for his handout. Yeah, there it is. Ta-da!
He's standing in front of a Learjet with his guitar.
He's such kind of a tool.
I'm
The o-
cool.
Yeah. The only reason why he became a villain in this game is because a native Massachusetts friend of mine told me all about how he's such a tool, and said you should make him a antagonist. I'm like, all right, sure, why not? So now he's the car wizard.
I can't
The
tell if
car.
that's Weird Al or Yngwie Malmsteen.
Oh my god. But anyway, so you're back, I assume, at the green box, or do you want to go somewhere else? Green box is in the countryside a little bit, just
We're
outside
gonna
of town.
we're gonna need a javelin rocket launcher. We're gonna need
Good luck with that.
a lot more C4.
C4 or Semtex is probably easier to get, or some IEDs. Javelin, I don't know about that.
We're gonna need some heavy machine guns, probably a Mark 19, and
Being summoned. 1 second. Continue
may,
doing what you're doing.
maybe some 50 caliber machine guns and a Mark 19.
I don't know what a Mark 19 is, but
A
you could
Mark
probably
19,
get it.
it's a belt-fed grenade launcher.
Oh my god. Yeah, you could probably get one of those. Maybe if you roll high enough on a criminology check with a
Oh.
penalty or a military science check. The penalty,
Oh.
the military science is basically like, oh yeah, I maybe know a guy who can sell me, or as a favor give me a grenade launcher, or 50 caliber machine guns or something. You just pick one and then roll. All right, so military science, 20% penalty. Yeah, you make it. You just happen to know someone in the army, in the
In
station
supply.
in and around New England, who just happens to have uh,
Keys to the arms room.
yeah, pretty much. He can get you stuff that fell off
My
the back of
buddy,
the armory transfer truck.
my buddy in the National Guard over here is gonna sell us some fucking heavy machine guns and
Yes,
belt
and a
fed
grenade launcher.
grenade.
Yes, actually,
Well,
he'll
that's.
sell you
I
heavy machine
mean,
guns, grenade launcher, and of course ammo for it.
yeah.
As a bonus. The ammo's a bonus. We'll throw
Mark
that in.
Mark 19's probably arguably better than a javelin, so I'm happy with that. I'm
Oh,
so
okay.
happy with that.
Oh, that's right. The javelin's kind of like is
Fire and
that
forget,
is that
but it's like one shot and done.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, so I thought it was something else. But yeah, you could probably get a javelin too. It's up to you. You can only pick two, so you can't get everything you want.
Yeah.
So you can either get two machine guns, one machine gun, one grenade launcher. You can't get two grenade launchers though. There's a cap on that. Or you can get like two javelins, or if you're choosing javelins, he'll throw in a free javelin kind of thing.
Yeah.
You just have to give him like a day or two to make it fall off the back of an armory transport.
I'm happy with
Uh,
the Mark 19 and the 50 cal machine gun as long as they have
Okay,
tripods and ammo.
yeah, he'll be able to do that. So just go and not roll, but type that in what you
Okay.
want, and that way, when Mikhail gets here, you can read the roll 20 and see what you guys were doing, and then Redbird when he gets back. Let's see. So you'll get ammo for it. Well, how much is in a belt of ammo for like like a 50 cal machine gun? A saw or something?
50
I'm
cal.
assuming they still use saws.
Well, saw is only 5.56 millimeter.
Oh.
The
Oh
50,
no, my bad.
50 cal is the same size round that goes in a Barrett, but it's
Oh
belt
shit.
fed. It's belt fed. It's called a M2. Browning makes them, or
Yeah,
people
I
call
didn't
them
know that.
a Ma2 or a Ma-Deuce.
Madus. Oh, that's what those are. Okay. Let me look. I'll give you the stats from. They should be in the book. Basically, the machine gun's gonna have nasty lethality, and so will the grenade launcher. I think they already have grenade launcher statted. Just gotta.
And
book.
they both weigh like 60 pounds, and they have to come in
Jesus
pieces.
Christ!
Yeah, they
Does
come in
somebody
pieces.
have heavy weapons? I hope.
I do.
Oh, you do. I hope,
Yeah,
because otherwise you can't really use them that well.
yeah,
Because you can't just use a firearms check. You have to use heavy weapons.
yeah. I have a 50% in heavy weapons.
Oh, there you go. Fuck yeah! You can just blow shit up and gun things down. Well, they have a machine gun now. All right, let me see. Oh shit! Almost folded a page by accident. Let me go look in the equipment section. I'm looking at the wrong book. This agent's guide. There we go. Had it underneath a bunch of shit, so I had to move them before I got it
Yeah.
to them.
From what I recall, the 50 cal rounds in a can, it's like 100 rounds in a can, and then the grenades was like 16 grenades in a can. And a can is
Okay.
like literally a green, it looks like a green fuel can but the top pops off, and it's about the size of a fuel can,
Yeah.
like those
All right, so
military sized fuel cans.
how many bullets go in a M2 Browning belt? Like
I'm
50,
I,
100 bullets?
I think it's 100 per can, but
Yeah.
I think.
The
Okay.
belt goes back into the can once you load it into the belt.
No, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah.
Or well, the
I've never
pieces
seen
of the
these
belt,
things in
yeah.
real life.
Yeah, the pieces of the belt do, because when they come out the other
Yeah.
side, it's all in pieces, the little
Yeah,
chain links.
Gargamons is a veteran too.
It's
But
really
anyway.
a chain, and the
Gee.
chain it's chain links, and whenever it shoots out onto the other side, the links and the shells
And the
they
brass, yeah.
are all individual.
Oh,
Yep.
looks like wait, so is the Mark 19, is that considered a grenade launcher or grenade machine gun? There's a difference in the book.
So
Oh,
I mean,
hold on, let
first
me
and
see if it
foremost,
says
it's
it.
a grenade
Never
launcher,
mind,
but
it
it is
says it's
belt
a
fed.
grenade machine. It
Yeah,
says grenade machine gun.
yeah.
Examples are H&K GMG and the SACO Sako Mark 19 Mod 3. Is that it?
Yeah, the Mark 19 Mod 3, I think, is the one that U.S. military uses.
Yeah, so that's a GMG as opposed to a GL. Okay, so I will give you the stats. If you want to write them down. I assume the only one who can use heavy weapons is your character, Gargamon, so you might as well just have them. So, uses heavy weapons skill, 300 meters base range. There is an
Okay.
asterisk
Three.
next to this. What does this mean? I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, continue on page 98.
This is the
I'm
Mark
looking
19.
at something. Yeah, this is the grenade launcher. So 300 meters range, 15% lethality, 10-meter kill radius. Now you can repeat anything if I'm going too fast. 30 ammo capacity according to this, but I don't know what it is in real life. Because
That
it's just
sounds about
generic
right.
stats
That's
for the
per belt, yeah.
grenade machine gun. Okay.
And it's one
No
belt
armor
per can.
piercing effect, and that's it. Those are the stats.
What's
Got
the
'em?
damage?
There is no damage. You just
Oh.
roll 2d. You just roll 1d100, and then you add the 2 dice together. So like if you roll 55, then it's 10 damage. See? If
Yeah.
you roll 98, that is 17 damage. See what I mean?
Yeah.
If you roll 100, that is 10 damage. No, 20 damage actually. Holy shit, yeah. Because it counts as a 10 and a 10. Yeah, so things like that.
All right.
Anyway, so I think if it says 0-1, so the teens are kind of odd that they work opposite too. So if it's like you roll a 1, then that counts. One's considered a 10 side, and then one's a 1, so that's 11 damage. It's better to physically look at them in real life and add them together. But if you have to do it virtually, just kind of have to use common sense. But anyway, if you roll a 1 through 15 on a skill check of heavy weapons, they just auto die if they're a regular thing. Yeah, if it's like Cthulhu or something, it's not gonna auto die to lethality. That's what the lethality is, 15% or below.
Yeah, that's cool.
Roll, they just die. Any human basically or mortal auto dies in a 10-meter radius from wherever it blows up. It's a nasty fucking gun, and it can go up 300 meters. So
Yeah.
you know, just saying.
And
Uh,
the M2?
all right, the M2, I believe, counts as a heavy machine gun as
Yes.
opposed to a general purpose machine gun. Yeah, that should be it. So that's a 400-meter base range, 20% lethality. The kill radius it just says per burst, so you can just ignore that and leave it blank. The ammo capacity is 100. 5 armor piercing, and those are the stats. So it does the same thing. There's no actual
Auto
damage.
kill,
Just add the
yeah.
dice together, yeah, and it auto kills
Okay.
on 20 or less.
Okay.
So there is an asterisk next to the lethality for the grenade launcher. So I'm trying to figure out what the hell that means. I might have to go to page 56, maybe. That's where the
It
burst
says
rules are.
if firing a burst, it says it in there, right or not?
No, it just
Or am
says.
I
No, I'm looking at the grenade machine gun. There's an
right?
asterisk next to the lethality rating of 15%. I'm
And
looking
then
in the
there's an
book.
asterisk below.
Huh?
If firing a burst, 5 grenades.
Oh, there it is. I see it now. It was just such
Sorry.
tiny text. No, don't be
I
sorry.
know.
It's just tiny text. I didn't see it. All right. So if firing a burst of grenades, lethality is 20%. Oh, okay. And so you fire 5 instead of 1. Yeah, it bumps up the lethality. That makes sense according to mechanics. Okay. So yeah. You'll get 1d3 belts of ammunition
All
for
right.
the M2. So just roll 1d3. That's just he just kind of does this on short notice. So you're not gonna get them right away, but in about a game day or two, he'll have it for you. Oh, so you only get the 1 belt. And it was all he could get you, the 1 can, and then roll 1d2 for the grenades. And that's how many you get. Actually, one d. No, that's too low. Cause how many come in a can?
I thought it was 16, but it might have been 32.
Okay, 32 maybe. It says you can load 30 into it according to the book, but that just may be a generic number for all grenade machine guns.
Eh,
So let's
It's
just look up, unless you already know, how many grenades you can load in the was it M19?
well, if you have 20 belts, it's 20 belts, like because it's
No,
all belt fed.
I'm talking about the grenade launcher now.
Yeah, it's all belt fed. So I mean, one
No,
can usually is, uh, it's either it might be 30. It could be 30.
is
That's
yeah,
probably
you're right.
why.
It's a belt-fed
Mhm.
40 millimeter grenade launcher,
I mean, that's a
40
nice round
times
number.
53 millimeter.
I could have
Fires
sworn it was multiples of
whoa!
4.
Can fire 325 to 375 rounds per minute according
Yeah,
to
it's
real life
fast.
stats.
It's like soup,
That
soup,
is
soup, soup,
fucking
soup, soup, soup.
ridiculous.
Yeah, it's pretty fast.
That, that is nasty.
It's
Let's
not as
see
fast
here.
as the M2, but because
Yeah.
M2 is a little
Oh,
bit more frequent.
I looked it up. You were right and partially right, but because the secondary part is there is actually a 48 grenade belt.
Yeah, yeah. The big
So
can
this
was four. It was like 48.
Yeah, so there's 32s and then belts, and then there's 48 belts. All right, how about this? Let's do it this way. Roll another military science check
All
with
right.
no penalty, and then if you succeed, he'll get you the bigger belts. If not, then we'll randomize how many belts you get, depending on which one you get. Because you'll get if you get the smaller belts, you get. Oh, okay, there you go. So you're getting the larger amount of grenades per belt. That's 48 grenades per belt.
All right.
So you might want to note that down somewhere in equipment because you can't put that in the weapons tab. Or can actually yes you can.
Yeah, out
They
of 48.
they updated the sheet the last 2 years. So yeah, you can put 48 there for ammo capacity. All right, and let's see how many belts, how many grenades you get in general. So they come in cans, and the big cans are 48. It would be a fair number to say 1d3 plus no 1d3 minus 1 and 1 as a minimum. If it was the larger one, and then just 1d4 maybe, so 1 to 4 or 1 to 2. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, so you'll do 1d3 minus 1 with 1 as a minimum for the big giant cans of 48 grenades per belt. If you had the 32 belt, you could probably get those easier and get more cans of them. That's why it would have been 1 to 4 as opposed to 1 to 2. Wait, you don't have to roll a 1d3 minus 1. That doesn't make any sense. You can just roll 1d2. Saying you already did. So we'll just say, unless you... Hey, you know, I'm just going to give you mercy, because we didn't really know what the fuck we were doing on ammunition for the grenades. So you might get 2 instead. Roll 1d2 again. Because I would just say it doesn't count. Okay, well, it looks like it's still the same. Alright, so
Yeah.
you only get the 1 belt of grenades, but it's the big belt. 48 grenades. So, unfortunately, you don't get a second belt of grenades. You may need them. Well, I don't know. It depends on what you guys do.
Yeah, because
And,
it said
randomization of combat. So,
Snowman said a burst was 5 rounds. Yeah.
five rounds, yeah. And that bumps up lethality to 20%. That's all that does. It doesn't make the damage do anymore.
Boo.
You want me to? Do you object to me snipping that and put it in like one of the chat channels or not?
Yeah. Snip the stats, and then
Sure.
just put it into game info notes. That's if you have access. Otherwise, I'll unlock it, and you can just do that. I should be able to let people
think-
post. Can you post it there? Permissions. Let me look.
Well,
Everyone manage. Send messages. Yeah, you can send messages in game info notes. You should be able to. It's just default controls in there. It looks like I'm looking
There's
for
your-
permissions now.
Seiko MK19 stat block right there.
Yep.
And then the
Yeah, see,
MC
so you have to make a tactical decision if you ever use it, the grenade launcher, which sounds like you do, or you're eager to use it, on whether or not you use burst because you only got the 1 belt. Luckily,
Well,
you got the big belt. So
The thing about these
The second
weapons
image-
is they come in pieces, so it takes a minute to set them up.
Yeah.
So
We used to do competitions to see who could set up and fire the M2. on
see,
the-
I'm just a civilian.
Yeah.
I've never seen these things in real life, so I don't
Yeah.
know that.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay. Interesting. So I think you said they weigh like 60 pounds or something.
yeah, with the
They're
tripod
heavy
included,
AF.
they're
Oh my
heavy.
God,
Yeah,
that's
usually
insanity.
you have an entire squad of people to support one of these guns. So you have one guy carrying the actual like gun, like for the M2, for example, one guy carries the
Yep.
gun, one guy carries like 2 barrels, one guy carries a
Yep.
can, one guy carries a tripod, one guy carries a can, one guy carries a can.
Okay. All right. So let's now get to the part where see how long it takes for him to get you these things that have mysteriously vanished from the armory.
Yeah.
Let's see here. So game time right now, after 4 hours. You guys are about noon time when you fled. Innsmouth, it looks like, yep. And then it's about 4 p.m. when you could have contacted him on the road. So we'll just say you contacted him on the road.
Yeah.
About halfway through the trip of 4 hours, it occurs to you, hey, you can just call him. So go and roll 2d12 plus 3, and that's how many hours it takes for him to eventually tell you where to pick it up or deliver it to you, kind of thing. So 4 p.m. now, Eastern time.
Midnight?
Arkham. So would you roll 8 total?
Yeah.
8. It's 8 plus the 2 because you called him around 2. So it's actually around 10 p.m. he can get it to you, or at least pull them. But then he has to get it delivered, kind of thing, or you pick it up. So currently, I don't know. Actually, did you used to live in Boston, Cambridge area, Gargamon?
No, I visited Boston once for some training.
Oh, well, does anybody know then where's the National Guard Armory in Boston?
Oh.
Nearest to Boston is if there is one in Boston.
Yeah. It's a town called like Devonshire or something like that.
Oh, Devonshire. That's just outside of Boston.
Fort. Yeah. Near Fort Devon.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. How about this? So you can either knowing that he'll have it somewhere by 10 p.m. Just outside of Boston. He doesn't want to be in Boston city limits. Just more likely get caught by cops.
Yeah.
He'll just like have it in the countryside or in between towns in the Boston Cambridge area. Or he can just deliver it to you, which takes slightly longer, because then you add 2 hours to 10 p.m. Because Arkham is about 2 hours away, so you can either drive up there, 2 hours in anticipation, because it's about 4 p.m. when you get to Arkham, but you know that he'll pull it and have it ready to be shipped or wait for you around 10 p.m. So you can either meet him in Boston area, just outside of regular city limits of Boston, Cambridge, probably like at some out of the way area or some dead drop, depending how you want it. Or you can just send somebody to bring it to you in Arkham. But then by then it will take them like until midnight to deliver it to you in Arkham. So you have two choices because
Yeah.
it's 4 p.m. when you arrive in Arkham, so you have 6 hours to kill. So
Yeah.
if I were you, I would just be like, yeah, fuck it, let's just go to Boston.
Yeah. Yeah. A live drop in Boston sounds good because that way we actually have eyes on the person, and they can help us load everything.
Yeah, because it's
And
like
then
120 pounds plus of gear
yeah, and then
or the ammo.
also, I would like to set up, if at all possible, set these weapons up in the backs of the SUVs, like ready to fire,
Oh, I see what you're talking about.
so that
Okay,
they're
that
pointed out
works.
the back. Yeah,
Okay, so
all
when
we have
you
to
when
do is
you
shoot out the
right,
back window or something.
let me look at a map of Boston real fast. 'Cause I haven't been there in years. So this is, and then just make up a location if needed, because it's several years in the future. No, 2 years in the future. But let's see, Boston,
The only
Massachusetts.
thing,
Click,
the only
clickety
thing I
click.
think we might have to adjust is the one with the
Hmm.
M2. We might have to open the door and attach the the barrel before we can fire it
Right.
because
Okay. So
it's a
would it
pretty
make
long.
the most sense for them, for him to send it to a guy he knows really well and trusts at a mechanic's garage that's just closed, obviously, because it's basically by the time you get there, it'll be, let's see, it's 4. If you leave right, if you just keep driving through Arkham, you probably get there about 6:30. So he'll just close the mechanic shop early, just to have it there for you, and then help you set up in your vehicles. Because he knows a guy who used to serve with him in the
Yeah.
National Guard, so he just owns a mechanic shop, we'll say.
All right.
Looks like it actually is a pretty well urbanized, developed area right in and around Boston. Holy shit. So
Yeah.
we'll say there are a few green spots, which means there's not going to be much density or urban stuff. But yeah,
There's a
it looks like it's just really well developed and urbanized. So there really is no like lots of countryside until you get far away enough. Let's see, how much is that in miles? Till you get about 10, 15 miles in any direction, mostly to the west, northwest, southwest, or southeast. Because you're coming in from like this past Salem
Yeah.
area.
Yeah.
So from the northeast, so you're driving through there. You're just gonna run into like at least smaller towns or counties or whatever. So but you can just meet them and putz around until they close the mechanic shop and kind of thing. They have to at least pretend to do real business.
Yeah.
It's a front, obviously, for his friend to do shit like help people set up machine guns and SUVs. Clearly not legal, but
Right.
so looking at the map, yeah, okay. So you 4+3-ish because you're going slightly further out than Boston to around the Concord area. Concord, Massachusetts is less dense density for urbanization. It looks like there's like quite a few reservations, forests, and shit like that. So we'll say just off the Cambridge Turnpike. I'll just actually like screen cap the picture so that we can see what it looks like. There's Concord. I'll just show you I gotta zoom out to show you the relation to where Boston is. Fuck is Boston? There it is. Okay, so print screen.
sure all the big stuff. Sorry. Make sure all the big stuff is picked up before you vacuum. You fuck up mom's vacuum and your ass is grass.
We don't actually. Yeah, game info note sounds like a good place to put it because you might need to refer to this general map again. So
By the way,
your cell is meeting at a mechanic's garage shop. Basically, you're going all the way up to like Concord, just outside of Concord, MA. No, and then you see that 2 highway. I think that is zooming in. That is number 2. That is the Concord Turnpike. So basically, somewhere just off the Concord Turnpike is a mechanic shop and some small little shopping center kind of thing.
All right.
Concord Turnpike.
Do you mind if I share a photo? Is this thing on?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
hear
What kind of photo are you gonna share?
you. My butt.
No. I already put it in links and other things, but I could delete it, or you could.
Oh,
we could delete it.
well, I don't.
This is me.
Oh, I have that like muted. That's why I didn't see that. Oh, you can just leave it there. I don't care.
Yeah, that's me. Whenever I was about 18 years old, posing with a 50 cal.
Damn.
When I was out in training, we was just doing field training. That's why it has the thing on the barrel, because
Uh-huh.
I have a chain of blanks on my arm. That's what I'm doing, holding it up, acting like I took a posing shot for a fan.
Nice. That's funny.
It's just
Yeah, I don't.
It made me think of it. That's all.
Yeah, yeah, that's cool. I just don't know much about like machine guns and stuff. Like I know passing like stuff every now and then, but yeah, that's pretty cool. I get to see a photo of it and an action pose of Snowman in his youth. Dun dun dun. Anyway, so yeah, you're meeting at a Concord Turnpike, Highway 2, in a small shopping plaza. Now keep in mind these people are not Delta Green friendlies; they're just criminals. I mean, legitimate businessmen.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, what criminals not a legitimate business?
I mean,
You gotta have a front.
legitimate businessmen. They are not criminals. What are you talking about? We don't know where these cans of bullets came from. They just happened to be here.
Well, we just found them. We just
Alright,
found them by the road.
So you're gonna arrive in around about Concord. So let me adjust my notes and post a screen cap of stuff, and you're just kind of loitering for the 5 to 15 minutes it takes for them to close the shop. Like you can pretend your cars are being worked on, for example. That's a good cover until they close the shop down and bring out the guns. So it takes about 2 hours to get through there. We'll say we'll round it up to 7 p.m. Okay, so approximately 7 p.m. Monday, September 6, 2027. It is heavily cloudy still. There's not. It stopped raining as much, so it's just a light rain with a moderate to heavy wind. There's the weather all in there. And I'm about to post that screen cap of location, current game date, and time, weather, etc. Alright, so there you go. And yeah, so basically you have a quiet drive after some freaky shenanigans in the swamplands of Innsmouth and that decrepit town, where not even a single animal was seen or seagulls. It was very strange. Before you found out it was, there was some fishy things going on there.
Yeah.
And
Best tortilla soup, though.
yeah, it's pretty good tortilla soup, but was it worth it? Was it worth the
No.
sanity loss, Snowman?
No, it was not. I've come to love sanity so much better, except I'm still gonna push the envelope.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, part of the game is just losing sanity and dying. So
Best part.
yeah,
Well,
it's a horror. It's a challenging horror game. It's not a hold my hand and we'll talk about bright rainbows and only role playing and no combat.
My part's just dying.
Yeah, he dies a lot. I don't think he ever has had an insane character, Redbird, and he's played
No,
Delta
'cause they-
Green for several years.
No. Well, I typically make characters that don't go insane pretty quickly. Decent things to start off with, but then they just die a lot.
Yeah. He plays Delta Green with another friend of mine too, under him, and he just keeps getting lethality to death, is what it seems to happen, or like extreme amounts of damage and damage rolls. It's mostly lethality though, either with my friend Joe as GM or me as GM. How many times did Sophia die? Twice.
oh my god. Yeah, I think we're
Oh
on
my
version
god.
3.
Yeah, there's no more clones. But or are there?
No.
Look at
There
Cameron.
might be.
Something.
Probably no. Delta Green has clones of us all.
Well, Delta Green, the game, not this campaign, is or the organization. Delta Green in general is supposed to have a lot of red herrings and mysteries. So maybe I'm lying when I say there's no more clones. Who knows? Maybe I'm just fucking with you, and it's a red herring. But anyway, so you're at the Concord, Massachusetts, just off the Turnpike, mechanic shop. The name of the mechanic shop is not very important, unless it just comes up again. Then I'll name it finally. But some greasy-haired mechanics are listening to like dad rock in the garage as you guys are pretending to get your cars worked on. So they're the queue, inside. And then they close down the shop, and your friend's runner, the bag man, basically, with the hundreds of pounds of gear, shows you all the stuff in a back room of the items. And he says that, do you have the money for it? And, of course, no mention of, like, exactly how much it was mentioned on the phone, because you don't want to talk about shit like that on the phone when the NSA is actively tapping people. So, like, no numbers, just that it would cost something for, a few things that got lost. It's just, you don't directly ask for a machine gun on the phone. You just kind of imply your friend got it. But anyway, yeah. So his runner is just
we need one of those party
thin-
poppers.
party poppers. Yeah, I got party poppers, sure. Anyway, but the bag man is just some young guy, probably 19, 20 years old. You can tell he's still like in the reserves or something of the National Guard.
Yeah.
He's got the high and tight or whatever haircut. And
Private.
yeah, very low ranking enlisted. And in any case, he's just some like guy in a leather jacket, and he shows you the stuff in the back room. Says, you got the money for it? Yeah, your friend said tell you that he wanted at least 5,000 maybe, because I got to get a cut too, says the guy.
Yeah.
Just bringing it out here.
I'm gonna count out how much cash I have in my wallet.
Yeah,
and-
it's assumed that you have the money.
Okay. Yeah.
5,000 is not a whole lot of money in this game.
Yeah. And actually, for these weapons, 5,000 is a pretty good deal. So yeah, I
it's
give.
because it's assumed it's your friend.
Yeah.
Who's just doing it partially as a favor too.
Yeah. Yeah. I give him 5,000 in cash.
He takes it. He
Please
looks at
count
it.
it, yeah.
He counts it, and then you see him just take like 500 of them, put it in his own wallet, and then the other in like an envelope. He stuffs in his leather jacket. All right, that's my part of it. Mechanics will help you mount it up and everything, fix it to your cars, and then he just kind of gets out, walks outside. You hear him in the back alley revving his motorcycle, his Kawasaki, and then off he goes.
All right.
Let's see, it's September. If it's 7, yeah, then it's already evening. So it's nighttime. And Concord's, as far as I can tell, a pretty quiet area in Massachusetts, just west of northwest of Boston.
All right.
Metropolitan region. So yeah, so you work on getting it installed and everything. You don't have to roll anything unless you want to take over, like putting it in. Let me see if there's actually a skill for that. There should be.
Probably heavy
Take a
weapons,
look.
but the
I think there might. I think heavy weapons could sub if I can't find something else.
yeah.
Sorry for the delay, guys. I was out.
It's
Oh.
okay.
Yeah, we're just buying some heavy weapons so we can actually have a chance of taking down the big deep one that we encountered last week.
Oh, he wasn't here last week. Remember?
Okay.
Someone's gonna have to explain while I look over some rules.
So there's a Godzilla-sized
No,
deep one.
Godzilla. It's like 20 feet tall.
Well, you know what I mean. It's like a kaiju. It's basically a kaiju size.
Tiny kaiju.
Yeah.
That
20
boy.
Tiny
feet tall-
kaiju.
20 feet tall is not a kaiju.
That's what I'm saying. But I think he's just kind of running with a joke at this
No.
point.
I think look,
I mean, bigger than any normal animal size, like terrestrial animal.
He's exaggerating by calling it Godzilla, but he
Yeah.
called it Fish Godzilla earlier. That was funny.
Yeah.
I mean,
Uh,
Godzilla's kind of already a fish as he comes out of the ocean.
that's the joke. Anyway, so I think the best we got is either a craft skill, which I don't think anybody has been related to mechanical type things, or heavy machinery, which sounds really dumb to use heavy machinery. So I'm not even gonna bother having
I
anyone roll a check.
think
So
I
I
have.
don't care. I don't care. In other words, we'll just
Okay.
forego a check, because sometimes it's just not exactly the exact like
Yeah,
rules you
10%.
need, depending on a rule system. So I'm just gonna say they install it. Either way, we'll say that Snail was called away to go do some stuff for his regular job.
Yeah.
He had to like do some like remote work or whatever. Even though technically he was on PTO, his boss was like superseded that and said, "Hey, you got to do like an hour or two of or more of some project where we need to get done." What's your character do again as a day job, like a ATF agent or something, DEA?
DA.
All right, so he just has you snooping around, doing background checks, looking through lists, and analyzing some shit for them that they're working on. Some drug trafficking ring out of Boston. So this and looking through photos and watching video footage. So that's just time consuming, is what I'm saying. They're not having you as one of the active investigators, but they wanted to have you do some support and do some remote work kind of thing. So you're tied up when they went to Innsmouth and fucked around and found out for like a game day. So you were kind of gone, we'll say. Either way, you can meet them, we'll say, at this mechanics garage, which is totally not a place where they install machine guns and stuff in SUVs. Um, and just outside of Concord, Massachusetts, off of Turnpike, Concord Turnpike, just the Highway 2, which I posted. You can see that line running west to east ish. The Highway 2, that's where they are. Just southeast of Concord. And your character is finally done remote work and catches up to them. It is currently about 7:15 p.m. Eastern Time, Monday, September 6, 2027. So you've been basically gone since the early morning, we'll say, of this game time. You didn't meet up with them in Boston and do much. Actually, what was the last thing you did, actually, Mikhail? I'm trying to remember.
I really don't remember, honestly.
Okay, we'll just say that you were late. Just if I have to, I'll retcon. So we'll just say you were late in arriving to the opera in New England. So you didn't get much of a briefing except for by encrypted email that then just, self detonates after you read it, kind of thing. Given 30 minutes after you read it, off of some app that's off the books app. And in case, yeah. So you're just told you have to go after Ernie Bach Jr. Colloquially known as the car wizard to some program members of Delta Green agents. And I think I have a picture of him. I need to stop closing.
It looks
There
like
we go.
a cross between Yngwie Malmsteen and Weird Al Yankovic.
He looks goofy, is what it is. I found the goofiest looking public picture I could find of him on Google Images and just posted it as his handout picture. But anyway, yeah, he's supposed to be a neuromancer or a dream wizard. Can affect people, like putting them to sleep even when they're like fully awake. And then affecting people in dreams or even daydreams. That's his specialty in magical powers, rumored.
I must go.
And he's also an occult leader. Unfortunately, yeah, Redbird couldn't stay very long. He told us earlier. But in any case, you meet them at this garage, just as they're finishing up installing a heavy machine gun, a 50 cal, and then a belt-fed grenade launcher into each of the two SUVs they have. So just kind of get let in by some thuggish-looking guy in a hoodie, smoking a cigarette outside. So you guys can role play for a little bit. The mechanics aren't going to really do much unless you address them, because they're kind of making sure everything's fine and bolted down and what have you. Tripods are assembled. Da 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 da.
All right. Good job, guys. You're doing the Lord's work out here. To the mechanics.
one of the mechanics slash reservists in the army is like, I don't even want to know what you need this for, but whatever is happening. Praise the Lord and pass the ammunition, right?
It'll be in the news. You'll see.
Trust me, brother. It's for divine work.
The mechanic just kind of shrugs and just continues to make sure everything works and swivels correctly. Because there's one grenade launcher and one SUV in the back of one, so it can just get fired out the back or whatever, or the side. And then there's another one doing the same, but it's the other gun.
Yeah.
So, yep. So this is a good time for in-character them to tell you what happened in Innsmouth and why they need these big-ass guns. Because those were not in your briefings now.
Well,
You're late like a day, and this already happened, right?
Snail, we ran into some trouble out in Innsmouth.
I look over at the massive pencil-mounted weapons and I say, "No shit."
Yeah. Also, out of character, keep in mind these mechanics are not friendlies, so you might want to like move to a back room or something away from prying ears. If you talk
Yeah,
about
so,
unnatural shit.
Yeah, so I'm gonna nod my head to a back room, and I'm gonna say, I assume those are not for lightly armored vehicles, right?
Right. We ran into a 20-foot tall walking fish.
I
Yeah, so it's assumed you kind of went to the back room, and he tells you that.
Yeah.
I half raise an eyebrow, and I say, well, these things, either of those two things could vaporize a 6-foot tall man. So for a 20-foot tall thing, should at least irritate it, I guess.
Yeah, probably kill it, I think, especially the Mark 19 over there. But our small arms probably wouldn't do shit. And also, they know we're coming through magic or psionics or some kind of psychic awareness.
Is it just the one giant fish?
We don't know. Yeah, we don't know.
Lovely.
You don't know for sure, but I do remember you guys making checks and hearing rumors that allegedly there's a big underground city full of these fish.
And
People.
by the way, while we were waiting and through all this time, I've been recharging all of our equipment where the batteries.
That is a good call. Well,
Yeah.
so yeah, it's all recharged by.
So the enemy has some sort of magic power that drains our batteries, including vehicle batteries. So we're probably going to need a couple extra vehicles, some jumper cables.
Generator?
Yeah, generators maybe.
Solar
Spare car
power doesn't seem
batteries.
to be very good there. It seems like it's always fucking raining.
And also, the enemy knows some sort of power that divines personal information about us.
So,
Yazzie and I
let's do-
went into a cafe for lunch, and the fish people of the town already knew what our favorite foods and drinks were. They were on the table, ready for us to eat as soon as we walked in.
that was pretty dumb of them. They just gave themselves away.
How so?
Unless it's a flex.
Yeah, it was some kind of flex. But while we were eating, they slipped out the back door. So,
Any more good news?
that's pretty much it. So you got the battery draining spell, the divination spell that tells personal things about us. They already know we're coming, and they have giant nasty creatures. At least one. So those things in a nutshell means we're kind of fucked. I don't know how we're gonna find the wizard, but hopefully I'll be able to kill that thing if it pops out of the water again.
My advice would be aim for the neck, bound to be the softest and most vulnerable point. Skull skull is pretty damn thick, so considering that thing is about 4 times the size of an average man, that means 4 times thickness. 50 or 40 mil should still do the trick, but better go for something vulnerable.
Yeah, we're bringing a 50 caliber machine gun and the Mark 19 belt fed grenade launcher.
Standard ball or AP?
There's standard rounds as far as I know.
Yeah, it was standard.
Should still do the trick against that thing.
Yeah, the 50 cal has armor piercing properties. And of course, the grenades are high explosive. So
Whoops, I put the wrong game time up. It's actually about 10:30 p.m. My bad. Not 7. Anyway, so yeah, you've discussed that you have new armaments and gave Snail quick report and recap. So any other things you want to say in character or do, or because by now you just hear like a shout from the garage that they're done.
all right, let's get out of here.
Nell stayed back last time, right?
No, yeah, no, it's just he
You-
wasn't here
you-
last session, and
Right.
so we just kind of like said that he was just late to come to the opera in New England, so he wasn't
Right.
in Innsmouth at all.
So,
And we still have our
Jonah
scuba gear.
Yazi kind of says to Snail, you can call me Yazi. He sticks his
Oh, he's a
hand
new
in.
guy.
Yeah, he's a new guy, so
Yeah.
he's never met you. This is the first time he's met you in the garage, back room.
I shake his hand.
He has a
And
picture up in character profiles, PC profiles.
I'll say Gerard Lesurf, but you can call me Snail.
Snail. All right. It's good to
What'd
meet
you say his name was?
His name's Jonah Yazi. So he says you could
Jonah
call me. He
Yazi.
said you could call me.
Oh,
Yazi.
he's the Native American dude. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fix my headphones, so I will be listening, but I can't really say anything as I like tape them up. It kind of fucked up.
That freaking mini Godzilla thing, man. That really fucked with my head, man. I've never seen anything like that. I've seen a lot of strange things in all my archaeological digs, but I've seen bones and I've seen structures that make you scratch your head, but never seen a freaking fish lizard.
Well, I bet it's never seen a 40mm machine gun, so we're gonna give it a surprise of our own.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool piece of equipment. I ain't ever shot anything like that. I did shoot the 50 cal whenever I was in basic, but I didn't really stick with the army. It just wasn't my thing like it was pops
I'm
and
not, I'm not that good with heavy weapons either. I think I'll stick to mopping up the trash with my rifle.
yeah, rifle shooting. That's my thing. I love hunting.
Hmm.
Well, we better get out of here.
So, is the plan to just go after these things or just be ready? Because that equipment doesn't look like you can just carry it around. It looks like you got to set it up and be ready. You know, it doesn't look too mobile.
And I don't think and I don't think it's allowed for concealed carry in any state.
That's probably true.
Yeah, we should probably park the vehicles on the west edge of town. Hopefully, that's far away enough where their anti-battery spell doesn't function, and we'll have to infiltrate on foot. And then if there's
And
any big-sized trouble that comes out of the water, we'll have to exfil back the vehicles and hopefully make it in time to fight back.
what do you think it was that was taking the energy? You think they might have some type of electromagnetic pulse device there that zaps electronics?
Look,
Uh,
I
I
wonder if
know
that's
that you're
track.
new. I know
Oh
that
yeah,
you're
yeah,
new,
yeah.
so I'm gonna explain this real quick.
Okay.
Chances are it is not electronic or magnetic. Chances are it's something far more ethereal. That's something you'll have to get used to around here.
I see.
yeah, it became apparent to me that it's magic. Somehow,
Yeah,
magic. I don't know anything about that, but it's definitely supernatural.
Well, that lizard was definitely something that was above, supernatural. They've been doing some type of experiments on amphibians or something.
Out of character, before you guys you joined your group and you all came to the opera and stuff, you were like discussing at the Arkham Green box that for over 150 years the people of Innsmouth were interbreeding with the deep ones, so it's just kind of evolving that way, both human and human fish hybrid and fish kind of thing. The only one who would know this though is Gargamon, so if he wants to repeat it, yeah, America One would have to do so in character.
So there's this thing called the Innsmouth deal. The deep ones and humans have been interbreeding for the last
Whoa!
more than century, and so that's why the people of Innsmouth kind of look like fish. I guess the young ones sort of look human, and as they get older, they sort of become more fish-like. And then apparently, after a long time, they evolve into, I guess, that big ass sea creature that we saw.
well,
It's the only explanation I
the
can come up
biggest
with.
kind of makes sense. The biggest creatures on Earth aren't on land, they're in the sea. Because you got a whole lot more room to grow in the sea.
Right, less gravity. So, anyways, also apparently there's some sort of cult.
Yeah, there's a cult that Mercury One would recall that there's a cult um, personally led by Ernie Bach Jr., his wizards and shit. But they're working with the Esoteric Order of Dagon, which is basically just a cover for
Yeah,
the Deep
Is
One
it
cult and the
question?
Fishy
gotcha.
People cult. What was that,
Uh,
Miguel?
is it possible to get any kind of extra equipment, or are we
You
going
have to roll something, but you have to tell me what you want first. It
an
depends on what you want. An,
elephant rifle?
an elephant rifle? Oh, well, that sounds like a military science or criminology, whichever you would like to
Okay.
pick.
Right. Let's see. Military science land, it's 22. Criminology is 51. I'm gonna roll criminology. Hell yeah.
Okay, yeah, there's a gun shop in Concord called the Concord Firearms Club. Basically, shooting range slash gun store only for members. And you heard on, and actually no, because you're DEA, so you have some friends in the ATF, for example, and just in the course of your investigations over years, you know that they sometimes sell illegal weapons or do illegal modifications. You know, like shortened shotguns for people. But yeah, mostly the ATF doesn't think they're a big enough deal to mess with them, and the DA doesn't really give a shit. Obviously, you're a bureau, but you know about them. You could probably just
Yeah.
go there and buy some just for cash.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go there and pretty much just say hey and do my thing. Say I'm perhaps looking for something to take down something a little bit bigger.
Of
And you
course,
know,
and then they just show you a variety of giant fucking guns, like elephant rifles.
yeah.
They have a
So
double-barreled elephant rifle, by the way. What was that?
that's what I was thinking. Double-barreled 500 nitro.
Yep, they just happen to have one left. Oh, look at that! And you notice he doesn't ask you at all to do a background check or fill out any forms or prove your identification. He just tells you the price. Now it's well within your budget, so we'll say,
Yeah.
because we don't closely track money in Delta Green or Call of Cthulhu.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal. So you just kind of pay for it in cash and then leave.
How many rounds are you gonna say he has? Because 500 nitro is pretty damn rare.
I forgot how many can go in a gun, and then we'll just roll randomly. Like I assume it's probably two because it's double barreled, and I don't think it
Yeah. So
has I don't think it
maybe
has an internal magazine or anything like that. So
no, it's
let's
no. I meant how many
no, I don't
rounds?
know how many. I know how many rounds. I'm just thinking first, what's the capacity? Then
Yeah, it's
figuring
two.
out what you're
Just
gonna
two.
roll. Okay, so it's got to be two. All right, so I'm thinking on hand. We'll say since you're just kind of showing up and leaving, and with your goods, we'll say go and roll 1d8 plus 1, then multiply it by 2. So that's that
1d8
many.
plus 1. No,
Because I want it to be even numbered, so that's why it's multiplied by 2, as opposed to some other roll.
Yeah.
So 1d8 plus 1.
5, so
Okay,
10. Yeah,
so
exactly
you got-
what I said.
So you have 10 rounds. It's not loaded, obviously.
All
So
right,
once you
so
load
I'm
it, you have
gonna.
8 extra rounds.
Okay, so let me just add that to my weapons. Right, so
So 500 Nitro Express. I wonder how much damage that would do. That doesn't sound like it would be in the
uh,
book.
I think it's in the giant rifle, so like it probably does as much damage as a 50 BMG.
Yeah, I'm thinking so. Because the examples they give for a very heavy rifle are like 408 Shaytac, 50 Browning, Barrett model B2, 82A1. I misread that.
If you
Shaytac
shot it,
M200. Then heavy rifles, the one below that in stats, in terms of range damage, etc., is the H&K G3 FN
yeah,
FAL
that's
and stuff like that. So I'm thinking very heavy rifle.
yeah, definitely very heavy.
That's
So
like the most damaging rifle you can get in the game on base
yeah,
rolls.
so sounds.
So yeah,
Let me just find the stats in the book real quick.
it's in page 97, top middle.
Page 97.
Otherwise, I can just give you the stats. I'm looking at it right
Yeah,
now.
no worries. Very heavy. Okay, 250.
Eaters, yeah, etc. 20% lethality. Jesus Christ, you're all getting the high lethality shit. I mean, I wonder why.
Yeah, cause you're sending mini Godzillas at us.
Mini Godzillas? No, just fish Godzilla.
Okay, armor, armor.
Also,
piercing.
eventually, nasty big monsters do show up in Delta Green, so it's not like it's just me. Okay, 90% of Delta Green Call of Cthulhu GMs will
Oh, it doesn't
eventually
even
do it.
have damage. It's just
No.
lethality.
No, it's lethality. So how I was explaining to Gargamon earlier, you just add together dice, and think of it like what it is when you throw the dice.
So, from what I
two
understand,
10-sided dice. So
From
like if
what I
you roll
under-
a 55, you add a 5 and a 5, and that's 10 damage, etc.
right, okay.
So like if it's 11 damage, technically in real life, I mean if it's like 5 damage, technically you're rolling a tens place, which is on the other die,
but
and then a 5, so that's 15 damage, etc.
yeah, makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, and then 100. If you roll a D100 and it's 100, then that's just 20 damage. It's fucking nasty. It's because you rolled a 10 and a 10 in real life. If you know kind of thing.
Alright, let me
All right, so
Lord,
while you do
I
that,
got-
I'm gonna take a quick pisser, as the new
Yeah,
line says.
and I
I'm gonna take
got
a wicked
yeah.
pisser. I'll be right back.
Actually, I gotta get some juice myself, so I'll be right back too. I'm back.
I'm back.
I'm back too.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Are we on a break?
We were, because I had to use the restroom, and Mikhail had to leave real fast. But we're all back now, I think.
Okay.
Snowman, you here? Snowman.
Am I not? Is it not? I'm too far away from the mic.
Why are you so far away?
I got my
No.
wireless headphones on, and I went to the kitchen. I went and took the wicked pisser. I got a little soup in the,
The wicked pisser.
The wicked pisser. We're in the right spot. Up in Massachusetts.
Massachusetts.
Massachusetts. So my dad used to call it Massachusetts.
Yeah.
All right. You guys have a bunch of heavy weapons. Now what?
just head back to Innsmouth and hope we don't run into Fish Godzilla again.
So a middle of the night incursion.
Yeah, yeah.
No rest. When did we
No,
rest last? Is we gonna get hit with exhaustion?
you rested last night. No, so you won't, unless you like keep operating for more than 6 hours. But it takes about 4 hours to drive there. So you have like a
Okay.
window of 2 to 4 hours before I penalize you, and then you have to spend a willpower.
Let's get some rest before we drive.
We only got one car still right now, or
No,
two
you have
cars?
3. Because it's assumed Snail got a rental too to get to the airport to meet you guys in Concord.
Somehow I think attacking at night is a bad idea. I don't know why.
Are lizards nocturnal? Says the anthropologist slash archaeologist.
They seem to be all hiding during the day, like there was nobody on the street, which is kind of what we want.
Well,
So we don't have to fight our
yeah.
way in, you know. And if they're sleeping during the day, it might be easier to find and kill our target. There's always that. It seemed like it was just the more human-like ones that were awake during the day, because that was all we encountered, like the
Yeah, it
ones that
seems
were
like
young.
that,
Like
Yeah.
two that we saw
Yeah,
in the diner. And that was it,
yeah,
right? Or am I
yeah.
yeah.
The fish guy at the gas station, that was like super early in the morning. So that might be like
Well,
when he first woke up or something.
let's rest, bolt out at about 8 a.m., get there at noon. That way it's right in the middle of the day. That way we can find their nest and
Yeah,
burn it to the ground.
hell
Oh,
yeah.
no, actually, you're supposed to kill the deep ones. You're supposed to kill Ernie Bach Jr. He's
Yeah,
just working with
He's
the
in the
deep ones in
middle
the
of it.
area on some
He's in
ritual.
the middle of it.
pretty much now
He's
that
in-
we have these heavy weapons, all we got to do is figure out which building he's in and then just blow it to Kingdom Come from like 300 meters away.
Yeah, just don't miss.
Yeah,
But then again, it does have a 10-meter radius of explosion.
yeah.
So it's just, you can still miss it in a 10-meter radius.
Yeah, yeah, which is a long, I mean, that's radius, so that's like 60 feet wide.
Oh yeah, you could hit the corner of a building and still blow up most of it.
Yeah, yeah, if
If
it's
it's a
like a
small
really
building.
house,
wild.
yeah, a small house or something.
It's really wild how we're out here with no like oversight. We're out here to just do whatever. I mean, do we not have like some type of leader guy that?
Is that what you're
Yeah,
asking in character?
yeah, our
Yeah, I'm
quest
asking in
giver.
character to the team because the way Yazi got out here, Jonah got out here was very remote. No interaction.
What's our quest giver's name? What was his name again?
Your handler is James R. Dillinger.
Yeah, James R.
Okay,
Dillinger
Yazi.
is our oversight.
And
Yeah.
then when you mentioned Dillinger's name, Yazi recognizes him from the occasional news headline or report that he's the deputy director of the FBI.
Mm,
Dillinger, that's the
Dillinger.
deputy director of the FBI. What do you? The FBI is involved with this?
Well,
Hold
he's
on, am I
secretly
awake?
the handler of Delta Green C. Delta Green Charlie. He's the secret leader of Delta Green Charlie.
What did I get myself into?
Delta Green, baby.
All right. Look, I went to basic training. I didn't stay in the military. All these military ops. I'm just a professor. I'm into the archaeology and archaeological finds, and I started going down this path trying to figure out this specific artifact, the Jade Phoenix. I don't even know if it really exists, but then I saw an article where this Ernie Bach Jr. guy, he purchased it or something. And the next thing I know, just a few things happen and I'm here. I mean, I gotta teach class. I got a new class that just started at the college. Teach at night. I guess I got somebody who's gonna be filling for me and all, but you are getting all these heavy weapons, which are cool, by the way. That's really cool. And he takes out his pouch of Red Man. No, he doesn't do Red Man. He
No,
does Beach Nut.
Beach
He
Nut, yeah.
takes out his Beach Nut and he puts in it because Red Man is what Bloody Snowman used to do before I got off that addiction, thank God. But
Yeah. I
puts the
got
Beach
a
Nut in
redneck
his
kick once
mouth,
too.
a nice 3 pincher, and his eyes are just like looking like he's a little overwhelmed, you know? Like, what the fuck is going on here? We saw,
Look,
you know.
Sorry
Dillinger,
about that.
Dillinger
about that, Mike.
selected us for a reason. We're the only ones who can do this. You're important, Yazzie. You got to keep your head in the game.
See, Ozzy and Mercury one just talking right now about maybe Ozzy's doubts about the mission, kind of thing. But yeah. So that's all you missed, Mikhail.
Yeah, basically. We're just bantering. So,
They're both playing.
but I think it's important because you know Yazi did get here. So Jonah, you can call him Jonah or Yazi, by the way. Res, he respects either one. Um, and if you even called him Two Feathers, because that might come out, that doesn't hurt his feelings either, because that's his what they call him in his like in the tribal areas and whatnot. So, well, look, just I got y'all's back, I guess. I mean, if we got to do this, I mean,
And I
let me
got
ask
yours.
you this: if we get this thing done successfully, and I just like walk away, I don't know if this is right for me, right?
We'll have a talk with Dillinger when we're done.
That's an option, right? I could just walk away.
You know, I don't know. I've never asked. I've met Dillinger twice. I never really thought about that. I don't think I really want to walk away.
You look like the kind that wants to be in this right here. You look like an all right guy. Let's just proceed with caution, and let's just understand that I'm not really a confrontationalist. I'm more of a let's break out the peace pipe and let's smoke a little pipe weed of some sort, maybe some good stuff, maybe some left-handed cigarettes, maybe not. And let's just chill and let's talk about cool stuff. Even the esoteric stuff is fine with me, but man, that freaking lizard thing, man, it looks like it could just bite, it could swallow me whole.
Yeah, it can.
And
But you
and
know
it
what?
looked mean.
It's going to have to get through me first. I've got your back, Yazzie. Don't worry about it.
All right. Well, anything I can do to help to get this thing taken care of here. Anything I can do to help. I just don't know exactly what I can do. But anyway, all right.
You know,
Let's get. Maybe I just need a rest.
Yazzie, I think I know why Dillinger chose you. You're more of a intuitive person than I am. I think you're a little bit more in touch with the spirit world, and I think that's exactly what this team needs, especially for a mission like this. Because we're up against an enemy that knows who we are, what we do, where we came from, who we love, and what we prefer. And I think that we need your spiritual help to get through that. Can you do that? 'Cause I think without you, this team is a bust.
Jonah looks at you like, and he feels this sincerity coming from you, and he starts nodding his head. You know, it's just like, yeah. I hear what you're saying. Yeah, you know what? Yes, yes. That is my specialty. I've found a lot of information out about, you know, I do have a lot of information. It's just fighting, isn't my thing, but definitely I can do my own share, and I can handle a rifle. Out in the desert, there's good hunting. I love hunting. I got my rifle with me too. I'm no stranger to guns. Don't get me wrong about that.
So you can hop in at any time, Snail. We'll just assume that you're like kind of like walking in a
Yeah,
little
yeah,
bit in the middle of it. So
yeah.
you were
So my
listening for a while.
yeah.
So if you
They're just
can,
kind of like, well, assume you guys are like at the Arkham Green Box, which I'll describe later. But it depends on if you poke in any specific rooms. But I will throw up the handout for Arkham Green Box on Roll20 as you guys roleplay. This is some pretty good roleplay so far.
if there's anything you can do to interfere with the enemy's ability to divine information about us, where we're at, what we're doing, what our intentions are, if you can do that,
Could I
that would be
maybe
of
I could roll
infinite
on a
value.
natural for that.
Oh yeah, you guys
All
can roll
right.
on natural if you guys have it. Does anyone have
Mm,
on natural besides Snail?
and
Yeah,
I
Oh
failed.
yeah, yeah, you did fail. Nothing happens; it won't go up or anything in the sunshine either.
Yeah, I know, because it's a natural. It doesn't go up.
Yeah,
oh yeah,
exactly. You
Uh,
just
that's
kind
right.
of need to like do occult shit, or run into monsters all the time.
Speaking of, maybe would a cult help at all in this situation? Make me
Yeah,
give me some.
yeah, cult maybe, but the problem with even a success on a cult is
Yeah,
just
I
keep
know.
in mind is that it's a mixture of fact, fiction, and rumors.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, in your case, you just can't think of anything. You're stumped.
yeah. All right.
Well, good try though. I mean, you can't improve skills unless you fail. The only other way is during downtime activities, but most people tend to go do sanity stuff or whatever.
got to. Well, we're talking as we're making it to this
No,
green
we'll
box.
just say you're in the green box already. Just this benign-looking country's house. Its own little
So
driveway.
green box. I guess this is just like a Delta, any air quotes, Delta green safe house, then, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
it's a
think
very
so.
subtle name, I know.
The nearest neighbor is probably like half a mile to a mile away.
Right. And I say, I look at the new guy and I say, rule number one in a green box: you see a box that you're not sure what's in it, don't open it. In fact, even if you think you know what's in it, double check.
Don't open it, but double check what's in it.
I
I,
said, even if
I
you
think it
think
means
you know
ask.
what's.
I think it
Oh,
means ask somebody.
Yeah. Like, even if it says, I don't know, fucking box of donuts on it, double check. And ask.
okay. Well, this place looks pretty cool, pretty quaint. It looks quite quaint. Say that
They
five
all
times
do.
fast.
Yeah, what's immediately noticeable though in the living room after I scrolled through the green box handout again is that there is a cardboard box just covering most of the living room's coffee table. And you swear you can hear like a very light humming or thrumming from under the box.
I'm just scrolling this right now. That's why I'm quiet.
Was it called? What's
Yeah,
the?
it's a green box been used several times by your cell and other cells, so it just has a lot of shit in it. It's like quite a few rooms, has a master bedroom in the second story, among other things, etc.
Was it called Arkham, comma Massachusetts, space Green Box? Okay.
Yes, on the quaint-looking house. Was it like greenish blue house, whatever that I just showed you? Oh
Oh,
yes.
Arkham, MA.
So on the coffee table is covered with cardboard, and there's a box on it.
No, yeah, it's the cardboard box is on the covering most of the surface of the living room coffee table, and you swear you can hear like a humming or thrumming from under the box. It's like flipped over
I
the
got
box.
you.
The
So
box.
it's cardboard box. No, okay, got it. Yeah. So Yazi walks over to the cardboard box and lifts it up.
Nah. Make a sanity check.
This humming going on right here.
You lose one sanity. Roleplay however you want. But you lose one sanity, and you see a small piece of a rock inscribed with a gravimetric sigil. As soon as you lift the box, it floats about 2 inches off of the top of the surface of the living room's coffee table. And since it's in the living room, everyone else is gonna have to roll too. Just so you know, everyone else has to roll a sanity check, unless you remember already losing sanity to this. I don't think Snail has.
Yeah, so I'm gonna roll sanity myself. Where the
I'm not
heck
sure
is
if
it?
Gargamon did. That's why I said
I
that.
don't think I
And I
have.
and I
Oh, so
fail,
then,
and so I
so
lose one.
yes, you just lose one if you fail. You lose 0 if you succeed. In case of Mercury 1, he just loses 0. But like I said, you can roll play however you want, success or fail. But yeah, it's just floating like 2 inches off the surface of the table.
Can I memorize this gravimetric sigil?
Oh yeah, sure.
Okay. Is there a handout for that? Or
There's not, because I did not expect anyone to memorize it. I probably should have.
okay.
But you can just write down under spells and notes gravimetric sigil from Floating Stone. And I'll tell you more about it later if you ever try to use it again or draw in dirt or something.
Oh, there's a stone that's engraved with the gravimetric with the sigil. It's engraved with the sigil.
Yeah, it's the small piece of rock. It's inscribed or
Ah.
engraved with a gravimetric sigil. And this rock, a little rock, it's probably the size of like a tennis ball or so, but it's not like shaped like a tennis ball. It's more like an oval, and like a jagged oval. It floats up about 2 inches off the nearest surface. In this case, the coffee table. As soon as you uncover it, and everyone loses sanity or not. So yeah.
Is there any Is there any object laying around that I can write on? As I
Oh
look?
yeah, there's plenty of pieces of paper, some newspapers around, old newspapers, things like that.
Is there any small objects? Like a little matchbox or something? I don't know. Just look around.
That is a luck check. Roll luck check. You don't want to roll high. As long as you roll
All
1
right.
to 50, you find a matchbox. All right, you don't find a matchbox. Don't even find a sticky note or anything. You just don't nothing small like that. There's gonna be like
Alright.
pieces of paper or newspapers or something.
All right, I'm gonna. No. All right, I'm gonna take one of them pieces of paper and I'm gonna wrap it around my pouch of beech nut. Right?
Okay.
And I'm gonna take out my pencil because I'm an archaeologist and I'm always taking notes. I'm gonna take a pencil out of my it's in my leg. There's a little pen and pencil, like in the cargo pants type setup, and I want to draw this sigil onto the paper that I have wrapped around.
Okay. Roll a cult check, a negative 20%.
All right.
Fumble.
Man, 2 weeks in a row, man. Are you
Jesus
kidding me?
Christ, dude. All right, so you draw it on there. You just kind of like fuck up a little bit, so you don't draw it perfectly or even remotely perfectly. And then your hand just kind of its own volition. Maybe you're still kind of shaken, or from earlier when you lost your 1 sanity. But you just kind of like screw up a little bit and kind of draw like a little jagged thing that almost looks like a very simplified like fire or something. And that's when the piece of paper just lights up on fire instantly. You immediately lose sanity without a sanity roll because you fucked up a ritual. And so you just roll 1d3. That's how much sanity you lose, Snowman. And you can't mitigate this with a projectile onto a bond. And the rest of you have to roll sanity check because you've just witnessed magic, which I have to flip over to the sanity section to see how much you lose if you fail.
Let's see.
So you basically lost 3 sanity.
So I have
And,
to roll. I have to roll sanity again,
Yeah, you have to roll sanity again because he just fucked up a
and I
ritual
failed.
and set his paper on fire. Like it just kind of like burst into flame from no visible source of ignition. So that's like, oh my god, what the hell was that about? You know. So that causes sanity loss when you see even benign magical effects in this game. As for Gargamon, you also have to roll sanity check because you were standing in the living room. You didn't say you were not in the living room, and you rolled earlier, so you never said you left. So you lose 3 sanity, Yazzie, and also you lose 1 willpower. And obviously, willpower is temporary loss. If you get like a night's rest, for example, or for fellow motivation, you get 1 willpower point back. Let's see here. We're gonna flip there. Here, the unnatural. Witnessing a supernatural effect that's apparently benign. That's not it. Witnessing a violent supernatural effect. I think it's kind of in the middle. There's 1/0/110/1d6. I'll say 1d3 -1 for sanity loss. So you don't lose sanity if you succeed. So in this case, Gargamon doesn't
Oh,
lose anything.
if
Mikhail,
I
you just
roll-
lose another 1 sanity. That's it. Not as bad as Yazzie, who had to channel some of his energy and lose some of it, even though it was a failed ritual. It's kind of botched it. But he lost 3 sanity, 1 willpower. Then Mikhail, Snail loses on his 2nd sanity loss, 1 sanity. So not that bad comparatively, but still lost nonetheless. So 2 shocking, even if mildly shocking things after another. Your hand kind of hurts. You take 1 point of damage, Yazzie, as the fire just kind of burns out in a ghostly blue flame as the paper just kind of burns up and singes you a little bit, including your knuckle hairs, Yazzie, because you were kind of, writing when you're fucked up.
All right. Mark.
Some ashes and embers fall to the wooden flooring.
What about
Your
my
beach nut thing is still fine though. It was just like a flash fire.
All right.
All of you though would be more or less pretty sure that's not how it was supposed to go. It just kind of fucked up a little bit somehow. So, like the gravimetric symbol, obviously, the fire has nothing to do with it floating around, so it can't be what it's supposed to do, if drawn right, for example.
As he's kind of shaking his burned hand. This is profound. This is amazing. I was trying to draw this sigil, thinking that if I drew it on something, that something would kind of float. Which, if we can master this would be great. But obviously, I fucked it up, and it burns when you messed it up. And he's like excited. His eyes are big as he looks around the room. I wonder what other neat stuff is in here. And he starts going around looking for other boxes that he's already been warned to not open. Looks around.
Well, most of the stuff I've listed, I didn't put it in what's in what room, but most of it will be on the first floor, either in the side room or the kitchen or whatever. But also in the living room, we'll say there's a wooden box about 6 inches by 6 inches by 10 inches labeled Ghost Wards. It's a closed wooden box.
This. As he walks over to the box that says Ghost Wards. I wonder what kind of wards we can get to keep ghosts away as he opens the box.
What
open it
did I
up.
tell you about opening boxes?
Says Snail as Yazi paused multiple times for effect, and then opened the box.
Yeah. So you'll open it anyway if he tells you not to, Yazzie?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah,
Okay.
because I
Well, okay.
paused and he didn't tell me before I said I opened it.
Okay, well, it's okay. So you're opening it as he's yelling at you, we'll say. Either
Yeah.
way, inside you see a packet of salt, packet of rosemary, bottle of clean water, 3 iron nails, a packet of grave dirt, and a small can of red paint. Very subtly and faded, on scratched into the bottle of glass bottle of clean water is the cross symbol of the cross.
Apparently
Probably
this
holy
is,
water.
This is seems to be one of the prominent religions' ideas of ghost wards, I guess. See, they have 3 nails and water, and on the water is a religious holy symbol. He closes the box and starts
Yeah, okay.
looking around some more.
Yeah, don't forget there's grave dirt and can of red paint in there too. But yeah, you close the box. You would find a few other things scattered around the living room, which is the largest room in the building. Like a small
Ooh.
fabric bag with 1845 ACP rounds in it, an open box of 40 S&W handgun ammunition with 2 rounds in it, a random blood-splattered fire axe from Walmart, which still has the Walmart tag on it, just kind of leaned in the corner. You see a poster displaying instructions on disassembling, reassembling a Kalashnikov. The text is labeled all in Russian, etc. There's a
Look at this.
paperback lying out that says "One Aryan Nation Under God." How religious extremists use the Bible to justify their beliefs. The caricature of currently reigning President Trump with tiny hands and a giant head and orange Sharpie on the back cover.
Always figured he was a puppet. As I look at that,
As you proceed
look at
around, you
this.
see just beyond the open doorway, the archway, into the kitchen/dining room. In the corner, there's a large iron and lead-lined case with a padlock on it, and a message that reads, "Keep cold at all costs." It seems to be hooked up to the nearby outlet, the box. There's 5 tins of baked beans in that other room adjacent to yours, the living room. So there's 5 tins of baked beans in the kitchen/dining room. And a bunch of other stuff just lying around, like I said. Like most of the stuff is in the living room or kitchen dining area.
Look at this text. Ancient Egyptian religious beliefs.
I guess while he's doing all this stuff,
Ooh.
I'm just gonna go into one of the bedrooms and like go to sleep.
Okay, just one of the smaller bedrooms. You're going to go upstairs to the master bedroom.
Yeah.
Okay, so just find a ground floor bedroom and you go to sleep. Yep.
I'm gonna spend about I'm gonna go to the master bedroom with
Okay.
that text, and I'm gonna spend about an hour reading.
Oh, well, it's about that. So you go up to the master bedroom. Make an alertness check.
Oh Lord have mercy! All right.
Oh, okay. So you just kind of walk into the not Mikhail unless you're going up there. Is Snail going up there to the master bedroom on the 2nd floor with Yazi, who's grabbing one of the random books around to go read it apparently.
Sure. I mean, first off, because I want to explore this place.
Okay, yeah. So you both walk up to the
Yeah.
2nd floor. The majority of the 2nd floor is a master bedroom. There's also a bathroom. You see. So there's like you walk right into the master bedroom. It's got a very large size oak door that's slightly ajar. Everything seems okay until you walk into the master bedroom and both you succeed in your alertness check, which means you thoroughly are looking and searching around. So you both look up at the ceiling, which does not seem right at all. It is an endless void of stars and galaxies, as if you were really standing out in space, just kind of looking over everything. Away, and you can see the Milky Way galaxy just kind of moving around and twinkling on one spot, and then all around you, for briefest of moments in 360-degree view, you feel as if you're just kind of floating in space itself, observing the galaxies and stars. And then you snap to and you just realize it's only the ceiling that looks on into the infinity of the endless void of the stars. Both of you roll sanity
Ooh.
checks.
Can you see the Hyades star cluster? Oh,
You can see the lose
Oh my
sanity star
God.
cluster.
oh my God.
I rolled for sanity 3 times, and 3 times I failed.
Yeah, it's pretty unlikely because you have a high sanity score. But anyway, Snowman, you succeeded, so you lose 1d4. Roll 1d4
Oh,
for
no.
yourself. Snail, you failed. Roll a 1d10 for yourself.
Oh God.
You can project onto a bond if you roll really high. For example, oh
Right.
yeah, that's high. That's kind of high. You can project onto a bond if you want to. If you project onto a bond, you lose 1d4. And when you roll 1d4, you lose that much in willpower. That much to a single bond of your choice that is not Delta Green. But you lose that many less or insanity loss, otherwise known as mitigating
think-
sanity loss.
I think I'm gonna take the sanity loss.
Okay, you just lose 5 sanity then.
Yeah.
Staring into the stars and getting that out of body experience for a moment. It's just unnerving, especially to Snail.
It was wow, man. You could like see it was like we were right there.
I mean, but otherwise, when after that moment is gone, you can still stare up at the ceiling and it's just the endless void of the stars. The high vaulted ceiling, so it's like maybe 15 feet from the ground up. For the floor of the bedroom, 15 good feet up is the uh, tallest part of the ceiling. Oh, tallest part of the ceiling being, endless void. But you know what I mean. The beginning of the endless void is 15 feet up, in other words. That's what I meant to say.
You could touch the ceiling and feel it, or if you actually go into the void.
Try going to the void. Just got to get a ladder and go up 15 feet.
I wonder if there's a ladder around here anywhere.
Are you-
Tomorrow maybe?
Are you absolutely dedicated to get all of us killed from your first day?
No, I don't want to die. I don't want you to die.
You know, so far you've acted like you want to get all of us killed. Understand, get it for your thick goddamn skull, that what we're dealing with here is not natural. It doesn't play by any rules that you've learned.
That's what's so cool about it.
It is cool until it disembowels you and traps your soul in a crystal for all eternity.
That would suck. He takes out his pencil and then pulls out a little notebook out of his pocket. Don't get sucked into the crystal. Good point. Snail said. All right. Do you want to take this room, Snail?
No, it seems like you're very attached to it.
I do not mind looking into the void. I mean, that is amazing. Kind of fucks with your head a little bit, but it's amazing. And I just kind of look up. Wow. Fucking wow. Anyway, well,
I swear this green box like Sanity Lost Central. Not all of them are like that though.
Yeah, I'm like 4 points away from a breaking point already.
Oh shit.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well, Snell, if you don't want this room, I mean, I will see you in the morning.
Yeah, it's about midnight. The green box.
And I was thinking about spending an hour reading, but I don't think so. I think I'm just gonna put this into my satchel and read it later. That's okay. And go to sleep.
All right, you pass the next game day. Let me post the time and date and all that. The rain eventually slackens off from light rain throughout the night to slightly before dawn. It's just clear skies. So you're still in Massachusetts, in Arkham. God, I can't spell Arkham. There you go. Rain.
Arkham.
Arkham. And yeah, you just immediately leave after eating. There's a little bit of food left, but mostly canned beans.
Let me show you something.
Like some canned beans. There's and baked beans. There's also some hot dogs. Package of hot dogs. That's slightly expired by about a month or two.
Yeah, they're still good.
Yeah, they're still good, but you know, because they're unopened package.
I mean, if it's been kept refrigerated, a month or two expired for processed shit like hot dogs is usually not a big deal.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Just adding flavor text.
Hi, friends.
But anyway, so you guys eat and then immediately leave, or do you do something else?
Get on the road, I guess.
Take a shower. I
Yeah,
don't think I...
sure. Just assume that you do some the morning rituals and all that, hygiene, etc.
This man was getting into his house.
All right, so Snowman says he just wants to go after all that. What about you? Does Snail want to go right after all that?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the rest.
Okay, and then obviously, Mercury is gonna go with the flow, or does he want to do something else?
There he is.
Mercury one. Because you can do something else and prepare some more, you know, if you want to, Gargamon. Otherwise, you could just immediately hit the road after all that.
I'm just gonna like triple check all of our batteries and make sure they're all fully charged.
That is a good idea. They're more or less fully charged. There might be like 1% off from your phone or something.
Okay.
You just unplugged it a few minutes ago, kind of thing.
Make sure
Otherwise,
we bring
yes,
all the chargers
batteries.
and all that.
You got all the
for it.
chargers. You got spare batteries. Let's see. The better question now, then, as you're about to leave, do you take all 3 vehicles, or do you take only 2 of the vehicles, the ones with the guns?
Yeah, we each get one vehicle. Like we need as many
Okay.
vehicles because last session we lost not one vehicle but 2 vehicles.
Yeah, actually.
Yes.
One
And
got
there
totaled, and then one.
someone called out that we
battery.
lose. Yeah, someone called out that we lose at least 1 vehicle per session, and then we lost 2 vehicles that session. So yeah,
Yeah.
as many drivers as we can get. That's how many vehicles.
Fair enough. All right. So you head on off. 4 hours later, you end up in the marshlands. You see here an uneventful ride. So we'll say it is about noon when you get there. So we can post the new game date and time. Clear skies, no wind, just fucking humid. After all, it is the marshlands, a mass of 2 shits, and yeah, with no wind, it makes the humidity even more unbearable. Luckily, you have cars with air conditioning.
When we're like 30 minutes, 45 to 30 minutes out, I just want to brief everybody. Like, we need to park west of the town. Hopefully, someone just learned some kind of skills that they can use to locate the wizard, because now we have an intuitive person in the group, Yazi. I don't know if Snail is quite as intuitive as him. By intuitive, I mean magical.
Magical.
And then hopefully by using magic, it'll be a little easier to find our target and take them out, or capture them, whichever's easier. probably kill him.
Level entire building he's in, the whole
Yeah.
city block.
Yep.
Let's see. You're back in Innsmouth.
And
The
of
mouth of the
course,
inn.
Yazi probably is taking point because he's the most intuitive person, and I'll be right with him, just right by his side.
Okay. So this is just the map. It's not going to show where you're walking in from because you parked about half an hour walk away, right?
Yeah.
So which direction do you want to come in from? Obviously not from
From
anywhere except the ocean, obviously.
Yeah,
You
from
can
the
choose.
from that road on the west where my token is at.
Oh, okay. I see what you're
And
talking now.
yeah, hopefully we can maybe approach the esoteric order of Dagon with Yazi's intuition leading the way.
Okay.
Maybe that would be a good direction, but who knows?
All right. So sounds like a plan. Do you have to BRB, by the way? Anyone? No? No? Okay, we're good. So anyway, I need Yazi to roll a power times 5 check. Snowman?
So you guys
Ooh.
want to power check?
Listening, I was just
No, just
grabbing
from
my popcorn.
Snowman.
Here it comes. Here it
Snowman.
comes.
Did you hear all that from earlier?
Power times. Oh yeah. I was
Nice
listening. I was following the whole time. I just ran to get
Mm.
the popcorn.
Oh my
That
lord.
popcorn. Man, you've been failing like almost every check.
Mm.
But
Yeah.
especially. So
Yeah,
as
Will
you guys are
says
walking
this
to
guy's a
town,
Madden character.
you're maybe about 5-10 minutes walk away. And walking through the marshlands. I think I've got a picture of Lovecraft Country actually on a handout. I do. So here you go. Basically, just if you scroll on the picture of Lovecraft Country and you look at Bolton and Ipswich, the tiny little thing in the peninsula area, near the beginning of the peninsula, is Innsmouth. Right under, just southwest of Plum Island, basically. So it's not mostly just marshlands and shitty, decrepit, looking town. So you're walking through the marshlands basically right about now. 5-10 minutes walk away, approximately. So you parked your cars out, about half an hour walk away. When you start getting drowsy. It's unnaturally drowsy. It's about 12:15 p.m.
Mm.
And
I didn't sleep or something.
and you mumble that, and now you must roll a sanity check.
All right.
Okay. So you start getting visions of everything around you melting away, but you kind of more or less resist that and snap awake, but you still lose 1 sanity. Like almost something was messing with you in an unnatural sense. You feel as if you somehow know forbidden, esoteric knowledge as something has touched upon your psyche and brain and soul. You can roll a 1d4 plus 1 and you gain that many points on unnatural. Because someone just kind of was messing with you. Would have been a hell of a lot worse if you failed that sanity check, though. So you get 4 unnatural points, by the way. You can add that to your skill.
As I consider it and realize that, can I try to draw upon any occult knowledge that I may have learned across the way to lead
To
me
do what?
to help connect the dots between this?
No, you don't have to roll. You already know that from what they told you that
Okay.
Ernie Bach Jr. and his cult specialize in dream magic. So clearly, someone's trying to make you drowsy and then daydream and wrest control of you or do something nasty to you or something.
Yazi, what's wrong?
Yeah, so he's just kind of drowsy and mumbling, and then he snaps to it, fully awake.
What the hell
So we pick
happened?
up there.
Something was somebody was trying to get into my head. They were trying to affect me. And it was
No
in
shit.
such a way that it tried to evoke me into some type of dream state or slumber.
Can you tell where it came from?
That I cannot tell. I cannot tell how far it was away. I was trying to. I'm trying to think about what it could be. But
Actually, now that you've mentioned that, yeah, trying to figure out where it may have come from, you can roll it on a natural. Good thing you just gained 4 points, right?
yeah,
Ah, never mind. So no, you can't.
I had a chance though, a 4% chance.
Hey, sometimes people roll really good in those
Oh, yeah.
low skills.
What does your intuition say?
Well, y'all told me that this guy that we're looking for is a dream wizard.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it's either him or one of his minions. The thing is it targeted me. So
they know we're
for
here.
you to target somebody, exactly,
Again, they know we're here.
again, and we come sneaking in, and they know we're here.
Is there any way you can like interfere with that sense of theirs? Maybe block it?
That is a good question.
Not-
So I'll let you roll both on unnatural and occult at negative 20%. Unnatural is just a regular roll. Occult at negative 20%.
And I don't have unnatural, but I think I do have a cult.
40% after the minus. Yeah, 33% critical is good enough. Unnatural would have helped you if you also succeeded in that, but critical is still pretty good.
Oh, I
Um,
almost made it.
You realize that there probably is a ritual to figure out where an attack came from, or just even to find somebody. Unfortunately, you just don't know it offhand. If only you could have access to a library of esoteric books or something, or perhaps know someone who does. And you do. You know somebody in Bolton. You think you heard about who opened a book of oddities and curiosities of the esoteric nature. Bolton being like half an hour to 45 minutes away.
By you, do you mean Yazi?
Yeah, guys, because he
Okay.
rolled a critical.
Okay.
Well, we come
And
out
I
here
don't
with
think
an
anybody else succeeded except no one else succeeded. So never mind.
we come out here with an idea to sneak in undetected, and they know we're here. I think I might have an idea because you ask a great question. I don't know the a way to find them, but I think I can learn. Or at least talk to somebody. We may need to go ahead and backtrack and
Yeah.
bolt on over to Bolton
Yeah, let's do
and
that.
see if we can link up. And because if we can come out here with
Stealth.
with our plan,
Yep.
and I can find the people,
Mm-hmm.
then that can point you in the right direction to blow their ass up.
Yeah, fuck this shit. Let's go.
All right. Otherwise, we're at a disadvantage.
Yeah, and also it occurs to you since you rolled a critical, Yazzie, that the land itself may just be enchanted or perhaps warded in such a way that's just different from from a regular geographic region. It just maybe when someone who doesn't belong here, so to speak, enters, there's a chance that people who are attuned to the land and the marshes and the town of Innsmouth may know, which would explain a lot of things. Which would explain a lot of things why no one really comes here. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you
You
rolled a
know when a
critical, so
fly lands
you're
on the
pretty
fly
confident. But
trap?
go ahead.
You know when a fly lands on a fly trap and that fly trap knows that something's touched, landed, and then it snaps its mouth shut, so to speak, even though it's not a mouth, it's a plant.
Yeah.
I think that's what's happening here. I may be wrong, but I think that's what's happening here.
Yeah, it does feel like a trap. I'd rather not be a fly today. Well, let's back out.
As we're backing out, for sure.
All right, so you head back, and as a group, you travel to Bolton, this esoteric
Bolton.
bookstore.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I already have a handout similar to it. And let's see here. Where the fuck did I put that handout?
Sound like Cabretti. I miss that guy too. Oh,
I'm
great.
I'm sure he had all kinds of cool spells and shit that I don't even know about. I miss him too.
Cabretti's spell was with a submachine gun. That was his deal.
Mm.
Full speed, no low drag, high speed, low drag.
So, there's an interesting reason why I'm doing this, and you'll see it in the hand I want to show you. But there are those of you who did the Washington D.C. thing. I don't think Mercury One. Weren't you there for that when you went to the bookstore?
No, I was there in Philly, and that's where I
You went to the
started.
Philly one.
Yep.
All right, so yeah, so you weren't there, so you wouldn't recognize this store. Neither would Snail. The only one who might be would be Redbird, but he's not here. Which is
Yeah.
assumed they had family issues he had to take care of, and talk to people for a while and just disappeared before meeting you guys back at the Arkham Green Box, for example. In any case, you haven't been able to get a hold of Allard, but either way, you're just kind of doing the mission at this point. But out of character, yeah, the only one who would know about this store also being in Washington D.C., thus it being strange, would be Allard. But anyway, there's a bookstore, a very shadowy, no, well, not shadowy is the wrong word, but shaded interior, dimly lit is what I meant to say. Bookstore where the only illumination right now at about, let's see, took you about half an hour, so it's about 1 p.m. There's the sunshine coming through the windows. There's a lot of books around, and no one seems to be here perusing the books or anything. And no other employees, though one Mr. Gerard Morley with his funny, jaunty hat.
Huh.
Gerard Morley.
Yeah, and let's see, Mercury One and Snail, since they did more than one opera, was I think second opera for Mercury One and Snail. Either way, though, you would have read in documents that would have gone poof after you read it shortly after that among a list of names of East Coast Delta Green friendlies is this guy Gerard Morley, who happens to share the name of Leclerc with Leclerc for some reason. How the fuck you say his last name? But yeah, Morley guy is a Delta Green friendly, so you would recognize his name, and when he introduces himself as Mr. Gerard Morley, welcome to the Dark Raven bookstore, he says, as he strokes his beard.
Well,
Mr. Morley?
Yes, hello.
Yes, I'm Mercury One of the new members of Delta Green Charlie.
Oh yes, the program.
The program, that's right. My friend here, Yazi, also a new member, required some
The key
information.
to the opera, I suppose. Something going on in the area, eh? So what brings you to the Dark Raven?
Some trouble in Innsmouth.
Sordid place, really.
Yes, enemy divinations and sleep spells overtaking our friend Yazi here.
Ah, must be the Neuromancers, the Dream Wizards.
Yes,
be
I think you're.
operating in the area.
Oh, by the way, Mikhail, you haven't said anything in a while. Are you muted by accident, or are you just being quiet?
No,
I'm
I'm
busy.
I just haven't thought of anything to say.
Oh, it's fair enough. It's fair. Sometimes you just listen in and I'm not sure what to say or do. It's okay. But I was just wondering. But anyway, so yeah. Oh, where were we last? Oh, you were talking about the divination stuff from Marley's. Like, oh yes, Innsmouth. Divination and such, eh? Well, I suppose I have a tincture. Tonic, if you will. That if you drink, will make you more or less invisible. Not to the naked eye, but to any other way to record, surveil, or locate you. Say, by technology. For example, someone could snap a picture of you, and it wouldn't show up on film. You wouldn't be seen by video cameras. And of course, this extends to the supernatural or unnatural, hypergeometric ways of recording, surveilling, or locating people.
Hypergeometric.
Yes, hypergeometry.
Does that mean those
Magic.
symbols? Like the ones on the stone, the gravimetric symbols. Is that what you mean? By Hypergeometry.
I'm not familiar with the stone you mentioned, but yes, magic is also referred to as hypergeometry.
I sort of make the symbols out with my index finger in the air. Symbols that looks like this,
Interesting.
without actually
Ah.
writing it down.
Okay. He says that I think I have a passive familiarity with that sort of magic. Yes, that
Is that
deals with
hypergeometry?
yes, that's part of hypergeometry. Hypergeometry being another way to call magic magic.
Oh.
But that symbol you just made in the air seems to be one, if I recall, allows things to float or levitate. Perhaps with enough mastery of willpower and the unnatural hypergeometric powers, you could possibly even fly.
You mean I could place those markings on myself and fly?
Yeah, like a tattoo.
A tattoo.
A
And
magical tattoo, of course.
just Superman. Oh, it has to be magical.
Yeah, it's just not a regular tattoo. It has to be imbued with whoever does ritual incantations and perhaps as reagents or what have you, and pour some of their own willpower, such,
Ah.
into the casting upon the symbol. The symbol itself doesn't always do anything. It depends on, of course, the symbol in question, the rune, or the ritual, or the effect it's trying to achieve. It's not very easy. It's kind of a hidden art, yes.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
But yes, one theoretically could tattoo that gravimetric sigil you just aired out there. And with the proper incantations and whatnot, and power
You
of
wouldn't
self,
you wouldn't
could
happen to be a
possibly
tattoo
fly
artist?
around. Oh,
You wouldn't-
me? Oh, actually, yes, I am. Why? I haven't done it in a while, but no, I could.
Holy shit, you could?
Yes.
Ah. Okay. Good to
Mr.
know.
Moreland, you
Yeah.
mentioned
Yes.
you mentioned the tincture, but I have another question.
Hmm.
Is there a way to use this hypergeometry to almost like I don't know how to explain it, but like you know how a bat uses like echolocation. So if you're hit with this magic from another person, is there a way to locate where it came from?
Oh, you mean whoever cast a certain ritual on you, regardless of its effect? Yes, possibly. Why?
Well, we went to the Innsmouth and we stopped outside and we tried to sneak in. And while we were sneaking in, we were still on the outskirts, and I could feel someone trying to affect me. And I started to get this tired and drowsy feeling,
Hmm.
but we couldn't see anybody.
Probably a far
Yeah.
off
Mhm.
caster who was alerted to you being in such corrupted, unnatural lands.
What kind of range? Think about this. If that's the case, what kind of range does that kind of magic have ish?
I'm not sure exactly. Depends on the power of the user and the ritual.
Mm,
It is possible
the
that one could affect
willpower.
someone from across the world, or perhaps across the galaxy, or across space and time. It depends, really.
Uh,
But
that sigil that Mercury One just talked about. I tried drawing that just off of looking at it, and
mm,
I could feel almost like my own desires, like my own self going into that, and it felt quite draining. And apparently, I maybe made a mistake, and it burned my hand.
ah, well, you never want to make a mistake with such things.
Yes,
Can
my
cause ill
point.
effects, you see.
Hmm.
And if you're unlucky, nothing.
Yeah. My point being, this willpower you talk about, I think that's what I felt drained from me.
Speaking of which, out of character, you regained one willpower back after sleeping, and the one damage you took
Oh,
is gone too. Because every time you sleep for 8 hours or
right,
more,
right.
you lose any loss of health or willpower. You gain back one willpower, one health per 8 hours of rest, basically.
Nice.
Yeah, so those come back. Sanity, not so much. Sanity's harder to regain.
This
Anyway, go on. Someone go on.
Mr. Morley, this information that you're talking about, seems to be very interesting to one such as myself. I don't know about my contemporaries here, but these ideas are very intriguing. But I also fear walking down a path that I'm not familiar with, like I did when I burned my hand. Is this something that maybe I could learn more about when I'm not in the midst of an air quotes opera?
Yes, you probably could. Here's my card. He produces the card out of thin air. He just kind of rolls up his sleeves and then hands you a card that wasn't that literally materialized in his hand. And you just see it just has a stylized symbol inscribed upon a heavy paper card, a white card, and black inscription of a stylized like wizard's hat, kind of like the hat he's wearing. Just keep this, and if you ever need it, to contact me, feel free to rip it in half.
Ah, rip it in half. Is there any other? We have a mission to find Ernie Bach Jr. in Innsmouth, and this tincture would be
Danny
very
Bog Jr.
helpful. Oh, you've heard of him.
Yes, the car wizard.
Yeah, it seems like this cell has been after him for a while. I guess I don't know, but
Very
this is my
powerful
first
man.
time. Mm.
If he isn't really even a man anymore, probably corrupted by the rituals and magics and power he lusts for.
Uh, is there anything else that we may need to be able to infiltrate and see if we could even
Well,
look,
I would
see,
suggest caution. The best I can do to help you is perhaps introduce you to a primer on hypergeometry. Very dry reading, but probably helps you just learn about it. It's unfortunately written in Latin, so you have to learn Latin or get a translator, and or perhaps learn just enough to use a Latin to English or English to Latin book. But in any case, I can give you a primer. You just kind of bends down a little bit and gets a little small book uh, out of space under the counter, and then just kind of offers it to Yazzie. And then continues and says, "As for the tonic zone, get them in a moment. I'll be right back." And then hands the book off to Yazzie, and then meanders off behind some bookshelves, and you hear a door shut. And you swear you were just in that area looking around before you ran into him at a random encounter around here. Morally, that is. There wasn't no door there anywhere around that area. Strange.
that's strange. That door wasn't there before. I don't remember it. Surely I would have remembered that door.
Yeah, so you just have a book that looks pretty old. Probably it's got like yellowed pages. Smells very strongly of like old book smell. Which I think, if I recall correctly, in real life it just smells like kind of like a vanilla or something like that. But anyway, point is, it's an old book. You would notice it's well over probably 2 centuries old, given its deterioration a little bit, despite being kept in good condition, it seems. And there's no signs of bookworms or anything. But if you do open it up, yeah, it's all written in Latin. A very hurried-looking script. You can just write down magic primer written in Latin in your inventory if you want, Snowman.
Personal details and notes.
I can put in just inventory or something.
Where's that at?
That is in the middle bottom of the sheet. 15 armor and gear.
Ah, okay.
That box
Yeah,
underneath
that'll
where it
work.
says has first aid been attempted since the last injury,
Yep.
kind of thing. But
No.
A moment later, you see a trapdoor pop up behind you guys in the middle of the floor, and then Morley just kind of climbs up via a ladder and then closes the trapdoor. He adjusts his hat, and then produces out of a vest pocket 3 green-colored 2-ounce bottles, glass bottles, that are unlabeled. It says you can drink this, and it should proof you against any divinations or detection, as I described, by technological or magical means, for several days.
Is there one bottle for each of us?
Yes, he just kind of offers you one to each of you. Good question. Yeah, but yeah, he gives one to each of you.
Outstanding.
So we drink this, and we cannot be caught on camera by either technological or magical means for a few days.
Yes, pretty much. Surveillance
Alright.
of any such sort of detection.
Mm.
The only way to really see that you're there is to actually be standing near you or such, things like that.
Now that I'm aware this power exists, hopefully the enemy doesn't have this capability as well.
So let me get this straight. If someone points a camera at me, they will be able to see me through the camera lens, but if they take a picture, I won't be there.
Well, if it's a digital camera, they wouldn't see you at all. But if it's
Oh.
any sort of picture, whether an older camera or newer camera, won't be able to get you on film, yes, or even, virtual file. I mean, go ahead and drink it, and then he just kind of like produces a hand mirror. Take a look.
How long does this last?
2 days.
Oh, I'm down.
Define a few.
Magic is an art, really. It's not a science. Things aren't so exact. And sometimes varies too. But the chemist, potion maker who made this, it's pretty good. So it should last at least 48 hours. So anyway, you just see Yazzie down it, then make a face, whether he likes it or not. It tastes pretty foul tasting, kind of like a burnt pie that doesn't taste like it's fruit filling at all anymore, but just like nothing but embers in your mouth kind of thing. Very sour. Yeah, it's nasty. But and you can also like in your nostrils as you drink it down, smell like burnt hair. It's a
Oh.
nasty feeling and smell and taste. But that's why he makes the face. But then when Yazzie looks at the hand mirror, after he's done grimacing,
Yeah.
he notices he's not reflected in the mirror, and the rest of you would see that also.
Holy shit.
And then he points at another mirror that was already built into the wall. That when you walked in, you would have seen it. If you don't believe me, take a look over there too. And you see Yazzie is not reflected in that mirror either.
What the fuck, Yazzie? You're gone.
But you can see him, like actually there, standing next to you, like with your own eyes. But by mirror, yeah, he's gone.
Hey, Yazzie, how much time you need to read that primer?
I'm gonna have to brush up on Latin. I mean, I don't know Latin. I've had to dabble with it, but I'm usually in Central America, which is not. There's a little Latin, but there's a lot of like
Differences.
mostly Spanish where I've been.
Yeah.
I can speak Spanish well, but maybe it's gonna take some time.
Yeah, you can learn it as a downtime activity out of character
Sure,
or other things. But anyway, yeah. So yeah, he just seemed like a vampire almost because you can't see him in a mirror anymore. And then just kind of rolls down his sleeves, Marley, and then shoves the hand mirror into one of his sleeves. All right. Well, if there's anything else I can do for you, program fellows, let me know. If you're still here, I must clean up the store a bit. Not that I get many customers, really.
Thank you for all you've done for us, Mr. Morley. And if you ever need a hand with anything, let us know.
Yeah, of course. And I have helped your group before in Washington, D.C. Dr. Lard was among them, and a certain shit, I forgot the character's name, last character's name. Snowman. Fuck.
Sam Butler.
That's right. I remember Sam or Samuel, but I didn't remember the last name. I wasn't sure of the first name. Yeah. A certain Sam Butler was among them too. Wonder how well both are doing.
God rest
In
his
any
soul.
case-
Sam Butler disappeared.
Disappeared. Oh, unfortunate.
He had
Casualty and insanity rates are rather high in program units, but in cells. But it is what it is. It's better than watching the destruction or apocalypse of all we know. This is why I help turn back the tides of darkness for at least another day.
yeah, he started calling himself Cabretti, and then a few days later he disappeared.
Sounds like insanity. Maybe he's still alive. Maybe not.
I hope he's still alive.
Morley just kind of shrugs, looking a bit sad.
Mr. Morley, thank you so much for all your help. Mercury 1, Snell, what do you think? We still got plenty of daylight. Why don't we go and try to get in there? Drink your drinks, and let's go and see if we can sneak in and bust this place up.
Bottoms up. Glug
Yeah, so
glug.
drink down your drink. The snail drink his too.
Oh,
Yeah, it's disgusting.
smells like burnt cat hair. Oh,
Appropriate reaction. But the snail drink his drink too?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's appropriately disgusting as I described.
Yeah.
But yeah, you look in the mirror and like, yeah, not there anymore. And if you try to like look at yourself in like the reverse camera of your phone, yeah, you're not there either.
Yeah, I'm gonna look over at Gerard and say, would sweetening this thing with sugar ruin it? Just curious.
No, it would ruin the potency, the alchemical solution. Trying to
You
sweeten
just
it with
said it-
sugar.
I just said it was magical. Yeah, fuck it. I'm not gonna try to understand it.
Alchemy is not an easy thing to master either. Otherwise,
oh,
it might cause ill effects, like I don't know, cause you to start growing hair at an alarming rate, or perhaps setting your hair on fire, or your eyes boiling out of your head, or perhaps maybe a slightly more benign effect, but still noticeable. All of your hair turning a vivid color of greenish blue. If the alchemy is done wrong, just saying. Luckily, these should have no side effects. Besides the taste, it lingers for a little bit, sorry. In any case, I'll be here for a little bit. And then he just kind of wanders off. Go straight out stacks of books and put books on different shelves as you guys leave. When you guys leave, get back to your cars. As soon as you break line of sight on the store, and then look back at the store, you see it's not a store anymore. It's just a KFC.
oh, that's cool.
But the KFC is out of business and just says for rent or sale or lease kind of thing.
Yeah. No wonder he doesn't get very many customers.
The Dark Raven.
Yeah.
Well, it also makes them easier, not easy, but harder to find and not as easy to kill. Because you can't quite track them down, kind of thing.
Okay.
I mean,
All right. Let's
get a lot of enemies being a
Yeah.
wizard and helping Delta Green. That's the thing. So, anyway, so yeah, you drive back about the half hour from Bolton to Innsmouth Marshlands again, do that parking thing, and then probably close to a 15-minute drive. So we'll just set the time to like 12:30 because you were dicking around at the shop talking to Morley, learning about hypergeometry. So it's about 12:30 when you start walking back into Innsmouth, where the marker of the token is right over here. So you're basically near Pierce, that wide intersection of Pierce Street and looks like Rowley Road. You can zoom in if you need to, so you can see the street names. There's some street names. So, and you're heading to the Esoteric Order of Dagon, you guys said originally?
Yeah,
It's
maybe.
over there. It is not to scale. Holy shit.
Mm.
It is not a 28-mile walk.
Yeah.
God damn, this is way off. The fuck? No, I don't care anymore. It's like maybe like a 10-minute walk from here to there. This to the Esoteric Order of Dagon. All right, let me flip open my virtually flip open anyway my Innsmouth source book. So you would see the deserted streets Not a single animal or bird in sight. You don't even hear any animals. You don't even see insects or hear insect noises and whatnot. So no wind, so there's not even the sound of a breeze or anything like that. Just clear skies. And you wander on it. If you need to see what Innsmouth looks like, how I describe it a little bit and just show it, there is some pictures. Mikhail, oh yeah, there is, still there. I'm just trying to figure out if it got scrolled on. It did not. Scrolled up rather. It is in voice chatterbox. Just scroll up past Gunbird's latest post. The latest post. There's some pictures from the source book I'm about to look in. Panorama of Innsmouth. Scroll up a little bit further. Past Vertigo's meme post of a fishy man gif. You see pretty cool looking pictures I found of Innsmouth. When it's all rainy and shit. Currently though, it is not raining.
I see a supermarket thing with a parking lot.
No, I'm saying Discord. Go to voice chatterbox.
Yeah, I am.
Just below
Oh,
that
just
supermarket.
below the gas station parking lot thing.
Oh yeah, I see the pictures. They're pretty cool.
Yeah. Those are the ones I'm referring to. That's basically what Innsmouth architecture and stuff looks like. It's not just not heavily raining for once. In any case, you get to the esoteric code of Dagon. See if I can roll and Control F to make it easier. Esoteric. Ah, sweet. It doesn't recognize that. Nice. Okay, or I think I'm running the wrong search because I just typed in esoteric. Let me tell you, esoteric is used 83 times in the document. Let me just type in esoteric. Order of Dagon Church, maybe? No, that doesn't work. Fuck. Lodge? Maybe that works? Oh, okay, the lodge is used 5 times. Otherwise, I have to manually look through the book. Yeah, I have to manually look through because there's just too many mentions of esoteric. I can't Control F find it. But I'm surprised it works on this PDF. Control F. Let's see. Table of contents. Guidebook to the environs. So it is in. I think around page 27-ish. Helps if I zoom out. Okay. There's that, there's that, there's that. There's not that. That's the Northwood Slums. Bunch of NPCs. We don't count because there's for 1920s. There it is. The Esoteric Order of Dagon. 506 Federal Street, formerly the Masonic Temple, because you see it looks like a Masonic Temple. There's a picture right here. I can just screen cap it. Or no, I have to screen cap it. If I can F11 this, that'd be nice. There we go. There is a picture of the Esoteric Order of Dagon. So while I read a little bit, and take a look at it, I'll put it in voice chat box again. There we go. Ta-da! So it looks kind of like a Masonic temple. You can even see the old Freemason symbol at the top there. Still etched in there. So 506 Federal Street, formerly the Masonic Temple. This large hall, classic revival design, boasts 4 massive pillars framing the main doorway. The white paint has long faded to gray and is peeling badly. A black sign with cracked gold lettering over the pediment reads Esoteric Order of Dagon. Go ahead and roll if any of you wants to roll a history check. Because I assumed you, in like downtime, like maybe during breakfast, you had tried to read up on this sort of shit on the internet or something. So hopefully you don't fail. Otherwise you fumble, you get bad information.
Ooh, I succeeded.
Okay.
Wow.
So,
I succeeded.
So, wow. The guy with the highest score fails by 5 points. Oh my god. So bad.
I can't believe I succeeded that.
Shit.
If it was any
so
if it was
bad.
any better, I wouldn't even play this game because this is what makes it fun. Right?
All right. So we'll take the better roll. because they're both regular successes. I'll just give each of you a fact. It's assumed that you guys will just discuss this among each other, though. But from your research and your general understanding of history, which is not really a whole lot, but Mercury 1 would have recalled that the Esoteric Order of Dagon building, which was used to be a Masonic temple, was originally built in the 1830s, and it was eventually purchased by Obed Marsh, one of the founders and leaders of Innsmouth back in that time period, the 19th century. And his followers converted the meeting place to that of the Esoteric Order. Let's see, no one rolled a critical success, but did roll 25, which is still a success. So you would know that, so you'd obviously share that with the group. I don't see why you wouldn't. And then see what else a history check can get you.
Oh yeah, Obadiah Marsh. He took over this Masonic temple here and founded the Esoteric Order of Dagon
Mhm.
back in 1828.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and like in the 1830s or so, yeah. He after it was built at the Masonic temple, they took it over, kind of thing. So they converted it, is what your character would remember. As for you, Snail, you know a little bit about the Esoteric Order from your research on the flight over, and you know that services are regularly held on Saturday and Sunday.
I don't even know what day it is in our game.
Yeah, well, it's actually Tuesday
Hmm.
in the game. Tuesday, September 6th, 2027. So they're not open right now, it seems, for worship. The fuck? I put that tab. There it is. So
Well,
I'm
hopefully
just
we can
reading through
find it.
stuff, so I don't tell you the wrong. I don't tell you like secret stuff that a history check wouldn't tell you. So they worship on Saturday and Sundays. You would even see a sign saying so much. No sign up that tells like times of meeting. But your character would have read about that, trying to research stuff regarding the opera on the flight over.
Hmm.
Snail. So you remember that Saturday and Sundays when they meet. But right now it looks like it's closed on a Tuesday in game, and that they have pretty large ceremonies, as far as you could tell from digging around the internet. Particularly large ceremonies on May Eve, which is April 30th, and Hallowmass, October 31st. Okay, this is interiors are not in there yet. See what else I can tell you. That's not secret information you haven't gotten to yet. Oh, that's pretty much it. All right. So that's all your history checks would get you. And you're unsure because of what happened to the Freemasons in town. It's kind of less than 10 years after it was built, it was just taken over by the Esoteric Order of Dagon. Back in the 1830s. Anyway, so yeah, you're standing in front of it. Now what? No one
These-
around.
These bastard fishmen just taking over a building built for a bunch of guys that just want to have fun. What the fuck?
Oh, geez.
Let's go check it out.
Yeah, hopefully we can find a priest or something inside that we can interrogate. And Mercury
Yeah.
1 pulls out his stun gun.
Okay. Yeah, you see that the windows out front behind the columns are currently have curtains drawn, so you can't see inside. You just go up the steps and just kick in the door or something.
Well, first I'm gonna
Oh.
check to see if it's unlocked.
Ah, door is locked.
Door is locked. Okay. I did bring C4 charges. You guys want to just breach it?
Oh shit! I think one of the pieces knows lockpicking, but that would be Redbird. He's not here. I don't know if Snail knows lockpicking. I forgot.
Let me see. Lockpick, lockpick. That would be craft lockpick, right? No, I
No,
don't
that's
have
just it's a special skill, kind of like
No,
scuba diving
no, I
and
don't have. I don't
stuff like
have
that.
it.
So if you don't have it,
Um,
that's fine. You can just roll Oh, do you even own a lock picking set or lock picks at all? I'm not sure
No.
because it sounds like a snail thing to do, but I guess not.
So
Oh, yes.
what are we trying to open?
The
The
door.
front door of the Esoteric Order Dagon Temple. It's locked. You could just kick your way in or something, or shoot the
yeah,
door, or C4 it as Mercury One suggested.
yeah, I'm just gonna try to kick it down. Strength does just a strength check, right?
Yeah. Or you could just break one of the windows.
Or trying to sneak in.
Okay.
You guys are talking about blow a C4 and kicking
Actually,
the door.
before I kick the door down, maybe yeah, you're right. Maybe we should
All
look
right.
around or see if there's an open back door or something.
I'm just saying, I'm not trying to alert the big fish lizard. But I'm not opposed if we have to.
Yeah.
Okay, so is there a window or something?
Yeah, the windows in the front, as the picture shows, in the voice chatter box Discord channel.
Can we I'd like to just check see if a window's accidentally left unlocked. See,
No, they're not windows you can open. They're just kind of built
They're not
like that.
okay. They're
Yeah, you'd have to break a window to get in. Is what I'm saying.
Okay. All right.
Anybody got a jacket they can use to break these windows? Just wrap
Hey,
wrap
there
the
you
jacket
go.
wrap the jacket around your hand and punch the panes in.
Yeah, you can do that. It is
Anybody got, like,
September. You guys have
glass
outerwear.
cutter.
Or yeah, glass cutter would be even better. But hey, I'm in a
Mm.
pinch. Do the jacket thing would work.
Okay.
Don't want to volunteer?
all right.
I see how it
Yeah,
is.
I'm gonna walk up to one of the windows and I'm just gonna use the buttstock of my rifle to break the
Okay.
window open and then just jump in.
Okay, go. You break the window, you jump in. All right, so the rest of
And
you would
then-
see him jump in through the window, and the curtains fall down and fall apart as the window breaks.
I'll just like combat roll to my feet and draw my stun gun.
Okay, so let
Take
me
a look
describe
around.
the interior here now that you're here. Inside the hall. Inside, numerous tapestries, paintings, sculptures, and other works of primitive and exotic art decorate the hall. History, archaeology, or anthropology roles can identify examples of art, and I can tell you more about them if you want to roll any of those. There's an upper floor, so you see stairs going up, and there appears to be stairs going down into a basement. So
Let's see. I'm
in
gonna.
the big hall on the ground floor, it just looks like a bunch of pews, and
Is it all just like one
pedestals
room?
and
On
wall decorations. Yeah, pretty
the...
much.
Okay.
And there's like a bathroom too.
And you said there was art and what that I could just at a glance.
There's numerous tapestries, paintings, sculptures, and other works of primitive exotic art. If you want to roll
Oh.
history, archaeology, or anthropology, you can identify where they're from and maybe some other details. May or may not help your investigation. Got to pick one of them.
Yeah.
So history didn't do anything. Yazzie, you can't roll both. But you at least succeeded on both anyway, so it doesn't matter.
We can go off my first.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
you
It doesn't
can
matter
make
because
sure.
neither of them are a success or a failure. They're just both successes. So either way, excuse me, you succeed. So Yazzie would realize. Go ahead and get back to that tab. Yazzie would realize that the tapestries, paintings, sculptures, etc., are not anywhere from the like American art or anything like that. They're from like the China Sea, the Mediterranean, the west coast of South America, and the South Pacific. What is obvious, though, to all of you, though, they feature aquatic motifs of one type or another, and many depict fish-like, frog-like humanoids. But Yazzie knows that where they're from, basically. Seem to
Would,
like be in the
kinda-
style of art and such from China Sea, Mediterranean, west coast of South America, and South Pacific. That's what Yazzie knows. But like I said, the rest of you would notice they got fishy people on them and aquatic motifs.
As we're kind of looking around and I'm surveying these things and drawing
What
upon my
the
knowledge,
fuck?
I lowly speak this out. That information, like, oh yeah, the China Sea and the
They
I would
are
give him that information.
they are mutated humans. And I'm gonna try to sneak up. You said there was a way to go upstairs?
There's a staircase going up, the staircase going down.
Yeah, I'm gonna
The
try to
basement.
sneak up.
I'm trying to give me 1 second. It says there might be a map I can actually copy paste from here. Section. Okay, let's go to the table of contents again. Give me a moment, please. If there's a map, that's like cool. Okay, page 100. Where the fuck is it? Okay, I'm here. I'm in the air. Cool. Just need to keep scrolling. Here we go. Oh, it even has more information about what it looks like. Cool. So the front entrance, it says here, is the front entrance is a dingy place. Still decorated with ragged Masonic pennants hanging from the ceiling. Many of them threadbare, I might add. And the main hall just beyond the front entrance is the large meeting hall with rows of benches and pews. A podium stands at the far end of the room, and above it hangs a limp and dusty banner with the seal of the Esoteric Order of Dagon. I think there is a picture of the seal there of the Esoteric Order of Dagon. I'll just rustle it up on Google real fast later. No, it's not in here. But seal of the Esoteric Order of Dagon, so I'll just Google it later, or one of you can do it for me. That'd be nice of you. Let's see what else we here. A stairway in the corner leads up to the second floor. And you notice the benches here, the long benches, are not secured to the floor. The thick hardwood benches are neat rows, but many of them seem dusty. Like not a whole lot of people use the majority of the benches. You think maybe the main hall can fit probably about 250, 300 people, maybe. But like I said,
Wow.
there's also a podium at the far end of the room. You also notice the ground floor has a few smaller rooms, appear to be offices and storage rooms. Let's see what else here. Okay, the rest is second floor and basement. Gotcha. All right. So, what are you guys doing now?
Sneaking upstairs.
Roll. If you're sneaking, roll a stealth check.
Yeah, follow him.
Yeah, I'll follow him too and roll a stealth check.
Yes, roll stealth checks. You're only as good as the stealthiest among you, though. Just keep that in mind.
Okay.
Oh, this is a cool picture.
Ooh, we all failed stealth.
Did you all fail stealth? I'm looking for the Esoteric Order of Dagon picture.
There's a bunch, like every single image has a different esoteric
Yeah,
order Dagon.
we'll just say
seal.
it's this one because this looks pretty cool. So I'm gonna post it. Yeah, this is the kick-ass looking one. Suitably creepy. Put in the voice shadow box. So that's the seal. You see here.
With the
You all fucking
pyramid
failed, huh?
eye.
Let me go.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, we all failed.
fucking Oh wow. Well, here's the thing: if someone succeeds on alertness,
No
No.
crit fail
I-
though.
yeah, they have to still succeed on alertness. There's someone just hanging out. But in any case, you sneak up to the second floor, or so you think you're sneaking, but you're not really confident about your solid snake progress. So on the second floor here, we get to that section. Most of the rooms on the second floor appear to be small meeting chambers or offices. Some of the doors are ajar and they don't appear to be used pretty regularly. A lot of dust is around, for example, and cobwebs.
You know, for Dagon classes. Gotta have that Dagon Sunday school for the kids. It's all for the kids.
All for the kids. All right. There is a map. Okay. Shit. Yeah, I would need to throw fog of war and stuff. So once I figure out a way to cut this into map sections for Roll20, so I gotta throw this in paint. So right now you're on the upper floor. Stairs pole. Okay. Meaningful entryway. Yeah,
Oh
this first,
wow.
the ground floor is really not a big deal, but the second floor I'll just need to do something real fast. Give me a moment. MS Paint, I choose you. Throw this in here. Save it. Save as. Nobody likes JPEGs. Save as.
Pegs.
In temple floor.
I don't know,
Okay.
but they don't like him.
Guys, can we take a minute break? I'd like to go take a piss or then get.
Yeah, go ahead. Because we're gonna take a break because I need to throw up the
Yeah.
map on Roll20 anyway and throw up Fog of War.
I'm gonna get a drink and take a piss as well. In that order. Yeah.
Take a piss into your drink. Oh no. I'm kidding. That'd be gross. Let's see. Let's extend this to 30. No grid. There shall be no grid. None shall pass. Alright. Turn on Fog of War. Reset fog. Da-da. God damn it. Polygon reveal hide area. There you go. Fuck you, map. Turn on Fog of War. Yeah. Alright, there you go. Dig on. A dig honest. Oh, nice. Okay. Reveal the areas. Oh, these are the stairs.
All right, I'm back.
No, welcome back.
Come back.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
I wonder if this is the scale. Kinda is.
Yeah, I think
Oh.
usually the staircases are 5 feet wide on most battle maps.
This is 10 feet wide staircases. I think these staircases should be wider than usual anyway. It's like a
Yeah.
temple. Alright, yeah, so this is cool. This is the upper floor. Okay, revealed most. of what you can see right now. Esoteric order of the Dagon.
Wow, that's a lot of windows. Okay.
A lot of windows, yes.
Yeah. So I'm guessing this is like, yeah, you can see down the balcony
I'm
to the
back.
entranceway
Yeah.
and all that.
Hey, welcome back.
It's like
You just
open
got
air.
back just in time, Miguel. Yeah. So basically, the downstairs, you can see, let's see. Let me flip back to my thing. Downstairs, you can see the entryway, and then there's a door on the east side, just below the east staircase on the ground floor that leads to the main meeting hall, which you looked around a little bit, which I described to you. It has a podium and the pews and shit.
All right. And then is this all just furniture against the wall?
Uh,
Desks and whatnot?
Also, there was a staircase in the main meeting hall that led up in the upper right, and you think that leads up to one of the rooms on the northeast here. Which I'm only gonna reveal just because you know there's stairs leading up to it. So I'm not gonna reveal the whole room, obviously. So let me flip back to the right tab and show this staircase right here. Underneath upper floor.
Okay.
So that comes up from the meeting hall, I
Yeah.
think.
And these things are all windows, right?
Yes. So
Okay.
whether you go up from the meeting hall or the entranceway stairs is up to you.
Yeah, I went in up the right-hand staircase in the entranceway up to this
Sounds
point.
good. Okay, I see you're talking now.
And I have my stun gun out.
Okay.
Rifle is slung right over my chest.
I have my Beretta in one hand and my bayonet in the other. So just so that there's some lethal response in case shit hits the fan while he has the taser out.
Well, most assuredly, shit will hit the fan. It's only a matter of time. But
Yes.
yeah. Good call. All right. So what's Yazzie doing? Where is he standing with the rest of them?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's staying close, but probably not. Yeah, he's just right there close. Yeah.
Okay. So, these are like seats and stuff, and little tables. Okay. There's not really anything but the art I mentioned earlier, of like urns, for example, and those different styles from around the world. Things like that. Figurines of fish, humanoid-looking things, etc. Tapestries and paintings up here too. So there's a room over here. You can see there's a closed door, closed door, closed door, closed door, and a closed door, and a closed door. There's at least 1, 2, 3, 4. Though you can't really tell here. This is either fifth or sixth room, and then there's at least 5 rooms, is what I'm saying. 5 or 6 rooms on this floor. So go around the balcony. Go this way. I can go this way. Oh wait, there's one more fucking door I didn't reveal by accident. There you go. Those are double doors. Just straight to the west over here are double doors. The rest are just single doors. Where'd he go?
All right.
Should we call out Mr. Bach?
No.
Do you want to?
No.
I'm asking.
I
Okay,
put
so yeah, he's just asking the others in a whisper. Should we call out?
I put my finger over on my mouth and just kind of shush him a little bit. And I just indicate with a knife hand, my left hand, knife hand, holding my pistol on the right to come over this way from the staircase and then give a clockwise indication with my index finger to go clockwise around the floor. So just go this
Should
way.
we split up?
No, splitting up is bad. Trust me. We gotta raid individual rooms.
Stay together, gotcha.
Try to be quiet.
You're going this way.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. This more or less is the scale. So this it'll only be like a 20-foot walk.
I'll-
Going to this door then?
Yeah, I'll take point when we raid rooms.
Okay. It's a closed door made of oak.
So as I go in, my plan is to immediately come in, come around this corner, get to this corner here, and then face into the room. That way, whoever's behind me, I won't be, shooting them in the back. They won't be shooting me in the back, and they can
Keep going
immediately.
this corner of the room then. Go up and then over here. Basically what you're
Yeah.
saying. I
Yeah, I
wasn't
don't-
on the map at the time.
They're not trained, so whichever way they go is whichever way they go. I would have to have
Okay,
time
I'm
to
so-
train them.
You didn't. Oh, I'm saying you, Mercury 1, you're going through the door. and
Left.
then cutting right, left,